Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another stream here on the Overanalyst channel. My name's Brady, and I'll be your host today as we continue to investigate the charming 2D, 3D hybrid indie platformer Demon Turf. Wow, that's a lot of qualifiers. I'm joined, as always, by my good friend Seth the Overwitch on commentary.
Hello.
And I will say 3 hours and change into this probably roughly 15 to 20 hour experience, maybe closer to 20, I would say. Our overall opinion has been very positive, has it not?
It's really cute, and it looks much better than it was presented in the trailer at E3.
Yes, absolutely. And I think the choice of primarily 2D character sprites actually adds to not just the uniqueness, but the overall fidelity of the game's visuals.
Yeah.
Because you can tell looking around, they either did not have the technology or, like, the first-hand experience to do, like, incredible 3D work. It's all serviceable, right? Like, things look like what they're supposed to. You can tell at a glance, like, what elements of the environment you can interact with in what ways and all that. But the quality of the kind of gnarly late 90s, like, notebook sketch 2D sprites is outstanding. Like, really high-quality stuff. You could tell me that these were, you know, characters from a modern animated show, and I would believe you.
Yeah.
And
I like their attention to detail. Like, for example, just the simple fact that if you're idle for too long, she sits down and looks at her phone and takes selfies. It's so, like, so simple, so small, but so effective to make the game feel a bit more alive.
And that the eye on the hood of her hoodie is completely sentient and fully animated as well.
Yep.
And I will say, for once, we seem to be on the side of the critical consensus, Seth. Based on what I've heard and seen online, the game has received, overall, rather positive reviews.
Nice.
Lots of 7s and 8s, thereabout, I think 1 or 2 9s. The lowest rating it's received is a 5.5 from a Destructoid writer who tends to be pretty critical, in addition to using a 10-point scale instead of the effective 5-point scale a lot of people do. You know, where, like, if you drop below a 6, you've created something that's unplayable.
Right.
So it's been doing quite well for itself, which I'm very, very happy to see. I think this game deserves it.
Really nice.
And today, we're going to be kicking our stream off by revisiting the first world we cleared yesterday, in order to replay its levels now that we have conquered the territory and taken our place as its overlord. Apparently, every sequence of levels in the game, each world, can be played through twice for unique sets of rewards. And the layout of the levels themselves will be completely different from visit to visit. I'm not entirely sure if difficulty is going to scale accordingly, like if the nighttime or second visit runs of each stage are going to be like expert mode stages, equivalent to what you would see with some of the special world stages in like latter-day Mario games. But I'm interested to see how they've handled it. Then we'll be coming back here to the second world, Armadageddon, to tackle the rest of its lovely beach-themed levels and its incredible boss. Seriously, look at this guy, look at the style.
So cute.
His name is also, like, beyond belief. I love this character based on the name alone. Behold, Captain Damp. He's damp. He's just very slightly wet. He's moist. He's like your hair after you decide, I don't really need to get the blow dryer out today, and so you just kind of pat it down with a towel. That's him. That's this demon lord right here. He's like the carpet after you get in from the rain. This guy, right here. I love him.
Yep.
That said, let's immediately leave his country and go to the desert. Well, no, sorry. Let's go back to the hub world really quickly. Because there is now a plethora of photography opportunities available to us in that first world's special or nighttime stages. So let's just see what we need to take photos of. I know at one point they said we can find Baba Yaga's hut and wandering around, and we're supposed to take a photo of that. We're supposed to snap a photo of the gem vault in the pig fortress from the inside, so like at the end of the stage. and I don't quite remember the others. So, and there isn't a menu where you can access these things from the stages themselves, I don't think.
It's time for a whooping.
Oh god, I can't get over the soundtrack. The soundtrack is so good. Very funky. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us today. How's it going? So we could take a photo of the city from the Demon Soccer Golf Course. Which we won't do yet. Those minigames will save till near the end. So there's an oasis in the first stage. Okay. There's the vault door. Baba Yaga. A cave in the canyons with a giant gym. We could take a photo of that easily. There's a fairy fountain on one of the flowers from the trampoline stage. And a castle tower.
Wanted to say that I sold another grub today.
Oh, congratulations!
Thanks. I still haven't made it though because I'm missing the green yarn, but it should arrive tomorrow so I can get it done by the weekend.
Okay, so, alright. I think I can remember most of those photo opportunities. There's quite a lot of them. So, let's pop on over to Apaka Desert. And tackle our first remixed stage.
Moving on.
Alright, now is this... No, this is first trip. We want to interact with the console to transform it into the world's second. Okay, second visit, or return trip, form. That should do it. Now that it's nighttime, can we gain anything by grappling up here? I don't think so, right? No. Just a vantage point over the entire area. Okay, well now let's head back to our first stage, Baby Canyon, I think it was, in order to... Oh man, I love that long jump. In order to see how things have changed. And remember, we're going to be keeping our eyes peeled for... Oh! Instead of cakes this time, we're going to be gathering lollipops. Quite a lot of them, so we'll actually be able to afford those cosmetics I was looking at really, really easily if we do a few of these. Okay. Okay, I see you. So nighttime stages are going to be based far more heavily around collection. I dig it. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, this looks like a far more complex stage. A harder one as well, and some of the lollipops are sentient, running around. Okay. Alright, let's give this the old college try. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So yeah, the layout here is entirely different. We now have our own propaganda up all over the place. Hey, Eclipse! Good evening, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for joining us. So let's keep our eyes peeled for that oasis, which should be somewhere around here. Oh, yeah. These are definitely expert mode versions of the stages. Looks like the lollipops are going to be charting effectively an ideal route through the stage for us, though. So that'll eliminate some guesswork. Clips is going okay. How are you guys? I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking. Seth is away dealing with one of the pets at the moment, but I'm pretty sure she's having a good day as well. Albeit we're both a bit tired, you know. This game is so darling.
back.
I love its visuals. Eclipse asks how we're doing, Zeph.
Pretty Gucci. Tired but Gucci.
Okay, so the inhabitants are aware that things change radically in the landscape when we take over, and they're terrified by it. Good. So we obviously can't run up the slide. Oh, that must be the oasis over there. Instead, we must... Well, first things first. Let's go ahead and put down a checkpoint. Seth says, I love that sub emote. Yeah. Eclipse's emotes are great.
Yes, they're so cute.
Congrats on getting the new one out today, man. Oh, combat zone. Oh no, these are armored pigs. No! Oh, shit. These are the ones that kill you in one hit, and, game doesn't have the world's best, depth perception when it comes to combat, at least in my experience. It's not bad or anything, it's just not super polished like the rest of the game is. Let's try this again. There we go, that's both of them down. Now, let's smash open this crystal to get at those lollies. So, at night, Seth, we will be collecting lollipops instead of cakes. You know, the things we trade in exchange for cosmetics and the like.
Nice.
This makes me very happy because otherwise we'd have to complete lots of photography challenges or Mr. Mint's challenges to get at these. Not that those are bad, they're certainly not, but I like that you can acquire this currency just by completing normal platforming stages. Here's our oasis. Okay, so they wanted a photo of this fish. Oh my god, that fish has a pig's head. Oh no. Oh no. This is what they wanted a photograph of? Oh no. Why? Oh, it reminds me of that old N64 game. What was it? Aquaman or something? Not... You know, the one with the fish man voiced by Leonard Nimoy or something. Eclipse says, yay, I'm gonna go through all my others and shade them, either today or tomorrow. Go for it, man.
They already look amazing, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite impressive that you've done them all by yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could never do anything like that. Are you kidding me? Okay, so let's go ahead and drop another checkpoint. This stage is tiny, so it won't hurt us to do so. Give me the goods. Mm-hmm. Yum yum. Mmm, carbohydrates. Teleport!
Moving on.
Wait a minute, so I don't block any of the UI, let's move me. Whoa, not the game. Let's move me. I don't know why my cursor keeps wanting to grab that when I'm designating it. There we go. There we go. Let's move me down here. Wait, no, that obscures important information in the pause menu. How about there? This is where I'll be there. Flip says, RIP was done by a friend because I didn't have a tablet at the time. The others I did myself. Well, it's very impressive how consistent, like, the visual language has stayed between them all, then.
Yeah.
Pig.
Really impressive.
Former pig. I'm not entirely sure why there's another battery in the desert at this point when it's our territory. We're effectively stealing from ourselves, but, you know, whatevs. And yes, Seth, I can confirm these are definitely, like, expert mode remixes of base game stages. Not, like, much harder or anything, but definitely more advanced. So let's use a wall jump to get up here.
Yummy.
The way.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Moving on.
I just turned around and saw this.
What?
Beppo, I'm gonna kill you.
Did he crap on the floor?
No. Worse. Just take a look at the pics channel.
Hold on.
Oh, for the love of God. Don't you dare move!
Oh, good lord. That look on his face, too. He knows.
Beppo? Now kick your ass.
That face says mistakes were made. For those who cannot see, as we're looking at photos in our Discord, Steph's little dog has somehow gotten himself all tied up in her crocheting yarn. I'm not entirely sure how, but he got in there. And the clip says, it was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. Very true. Okay. Come on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. This should be working. Hold on. There it is. Wrong button. Never mind. My fault. Now let's grab our last 6 sweets before we head to the exit gate. Clip says, the same friend who helped me with RIP taught me shading, literally last night, which is why Bonk is shaded. Oh, so you set straight to work, man. That's great. Good job. Will this be the last 4? It sure will. Okay, so that's our first expert mode stage cleared. Nice. These are substantially different remixed versions of the base game stages. Doesn't feel like just going through a Kaizo version of the same stage. It feels different enough to justify a second run. I am entertained. I approve.
Okay, I'm back. And while I was trying to clean that up, Poppy took my seat. I'm gonna kick you both out. Yes.
I love that Beppo just looked so confused, tangled up in the yarn. Like,
Yeah,
how?
I was like, what?
Like, I didn't expect it would turn out like this.
I did an oopsie.
I had no way of knowing. Bugged yarn mechanics, dude. Okay, let's tackle Grander Canyon next. Guys, I cannot tell you how much I love long jumps in my platformers, my 3D platformers. They're so good. They're so good! Mario Odyssey's long jump feels like just straight cocaine, and so does this game's long jump. They feel virtually identical, which is probably why I think so highly of both of them. Okay, so we've got the spikes, we've got the turrets everywhere. That's probably going to be a consistent theme. Now let's keep our eyes peeled for, you know, castle towers, Baba Yaga's hut, the whole nine.
Yummy.
Okay, that's not too bad. So the jump and double jump into spin hover is probably my go-to maneuver in this game so far. Unsurprisingly, I tend to like really floaty, really safe moves in my platformers. Okay, so that is a flamethrower. That is nasty. Managed to avoid it, though. Okay, now this is just like this segment was in the base level, right, Seth?
Yep,
Yummy.
I think so.
Okay, so not everything has been made more involved or more difficult. I am going to be more proactive in throwing down my flags, though. After all, it's our turf now. We have to show them who's boss.
Yum, yummy.
Okay, we got all 3 lollipops that time around, which is good. Oh man, I can already tell, like, because there's so many collectibles instead of just, you know, the cakes and the battery you gain for clearing the stage. These are going to be super hard by the end of the game. Well, to 100% anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the lantern doing on the underside of this platform? Nothing we can see out or around there, is there? No, no, no. Apparently there's an upgrade. Arianon says, OMG, it's a wild Brady. Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, Ernon.
Great looking food you posted in Discord earlier today, by the by.
Yummy.
Very impressive. As always. How are you doing today, man?
Yummy. Yummy.
I am in my element today, so I'm very, very happy to be bringing you guys Demon Turf.
He says it was so good. Well, fuck you,
Oh,
okay?
I bet. He says, like, the beef loom was down, like, dripping when I sliced it. Yeah.
Ah!
That's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. When I can afford a cheat day on my diet, which will not be for a while since I went out to dinner a couple nights ago, I'm going to, like, try to make, for the first time, like, a homemade chopped steak sandwich with, you know, some caramelized onions, jalapenos, mushrooms, the whole 9. So I just want something really heavy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this should be a combat area if it's anything like it was our first time through. Nothing around the periphery, right? Nope, we're just gonna have to fight our way through. More death pigs.
Let's keep this going.
More death pigs, and apparently we killed them both instantly. I'm not complaining. Now hold on. Can we stand on top of this? Yes, we can. Can we make it, yes, to the top of the barn? That's what I'm talking about. I totally forget what we were supposed to take a photo of in this stage, so let's just hope and pray I see something and it reminds me. Oh, maybe over there, near that large white area. That looks different. Oh no, it's a portal.
Oh no.
Oh, so this is a brand new area. Yeah. So we were told to take a photo of the giant glowing gemstone in here. Well, that's easy enough. Howdy there, Final Fantasy XIV. Glad to see you. Ernan says, also the sauce was basically just a roux. Yeah, I noticed that. It looked very rich, very nice. With all the drippings, cream, milk, and duck stock. Duck stock? Jesus Christ, man. That's expensive. That is a costly meal. I mean, worth it, no doubt, but... So nice! Some stages even add entirely new little subzones to explore in the return visit. Nope. No! Shit! Oh, and it's been so long since I placed a checkpoint. Yeah, that's, Ernan says, not really. A jar of duck stock here is like $2.50. Okay. I think it'd be a little more costly where I am, but not by much. I meant the meal as a whole was like, that'd run you a little bit.
Looked so delicious.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did. I mean, like, Seth, here we are, having, like, publicly gone on the record singing the praises of Burger King several times. Of course it looked good to us.
Yeah.
It says, a kilo of beef loin was on sale. Oh, righteous. So it's not bad. Food for 3 days. Okay, I see you. Yeah, that ain't bad.
I'm gonna make a stew tomorrow, so I'm gonna have food for a couple of days as well.
My diet means loads of salads of various kinds. I'm not mad about it. I do like that the grappling hook has such great range. Aranon says also, if any of you ever visit Copenhagen, you're invited for dinner. I will take you up on
Nice.
that, man. Don't make empty promises of food to a fat person. It's gonna go down.
The food, yes.
Yes. So Seth, have you seen that animation that Meat Canyon made about Nikocado?
Yes.
The same guy who made the SpongeBob video I told you guys about a while ago. The it do, Mr. Squidward. It do.
It do.
First off, for what's supposed to be like a silly kind of grotesque cartoon, it's actually fairly deep and very sad commentary.
Yeah.
Like literally his whole world is turning to fat. But have you seen Nick's 2 responses to it?
Nope.
Well, he responded once crying in his bedroom, and today he recorded a totally separate response to the same exact video crying in his car.
Oh. Cool.
I think the Nikocado cinematic universe functions under the same logic as, like, cartoons, you know, where, like, the continuity resets after every episode.
Yeah.
So, like, there is no point A to point B. And Aeronauts is pretty you're a skinny bitch compared to me. Well, I appreciate that, thank you, but I am trying to lose maybe a good 7 pounds of pandemic weight more, and then I think I'll be happy with where I am. Then I just gotta tighten up my core, which means exercise, which means death.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit harder for you because you're a shorter guy. So, like, as soon as you start eating something, it attaches immediately.
And I'm diabetic, so I have to eat, shall we say, heavier foods more frequently than I may care to. Oh, what's down there? There are lollipops down there. Aranon says I could go for like 30 kilos. I'm in the 140s.
140 kilo or 140 pounds?
140 kilos. Like, if he was 140
Kilos,
pounds, he'd be
okay.
substantially lighter than me. He would be, like, 30 pounds lighter than me.
Yeah. I am around 75 kilos, which is, I don't know, I guess times 2 in pounds.
Roughly, that's like a loose rule of thumb, I think. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's place down our last checkpoint. Better safe than
Eclipse
sorry.
says I'm 54 kilos. Dude! How? How are you so small?
Would you like to take a couple kilos from me? I have some I'm looking to get rid of.
For cheap.
Yeah, let's just use our grappling hook to pull these pigs into the spikes, just like they do at McDonald's.
Yeah, right into the fryer.
Mmm. Fries.
Fryer.
Mmm. No! 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 Why could I not do my long jump there? Aranon says when I was worst it was around 160, then again it's a mix between muscle and fat. Eclipse says Brady goes on Craigslist. Kilos going for cheap. Pick up only. Yes. Also buyer beware.
Bring your own knife.
There it was! That time I could execute my long jump. No idea why I couldn't before. Not like it matters. I don't think you actually get penalized for deaths or anything in this game, so it's whatever. This game is so stylish, and I think the more I play it, the soundtrack has a heavier and heavier role in my interpretation of that. Like, it's got that, like, radical 90s tood that everybody nostalgically associates with their childhood, while actually being really solid, like, hip-hop inspired, like, electro music. I approve. I approve of this. I approve of you, Demon Turf. I remember being super skeptical of this game at E3, like, way more so than a lot of them showcased, with the rest of the indies, but man, is it delivered. I was wrong. We were wrong. Now we're never going to admit to that ever again.
First and last time.
Remember, we're the overanalysts. We're always right.
And if we're not, we're gonna bore you to death so you think we're right anyways. Win by default.
Now let's go back to the flower field, since I'm so good at these, bouncy flower puzzles anyhow. Where's that light coming from? Oh god, that tower. We now have spotlights, atop our tower. We've clearly made this a better place. Spotlights just make everything better, don't you know? Okay, so we were looking for something unusual that, can be located atop one of the flowers. The fairy fountain. That's what we're looking for here.
You remembered!
It usually comes to me. Oh, this level looks so eerie against the darkness, doesn't it? I dig it. Oh, and I forgot the soundtrack for this stage is so good. So serene. It's like lo-fi beats to platform through hell, too.
Yummy.
What's in here? Just a bunch of lollipops this time, and of course more of our propaganda. That is a lot of dust. So, Seth, did we call it or did we call it? It sounds like the Dark Souls bros, a lot of them are just furious about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Are they angry about much of anything in particular, as far as you can tell, or just doing their usual shtick?
It's just the usual shtick.
I've heard, like, oh, they reuse assets. It looks like maybe, kinda, sorta, not really. So really, it's just nothing more than Dark Souls. And it's like, are those people ever going to be happy with anything that's not Dark Souls 1 again?
Probably not.
Like, it's weird, right, though? You don't see... Well, I mean, I'm sure there is, but there isn't, like, a massive part of the Street Fighter community that refuses to accept the validity, like the decency of any other fighting game aside from, like, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, even if they don't play them themselves, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Apparently, Elden Ring is going to be hosting, like, more, network tests and the like, if anybody's interested.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna ignore that.
Same. How do we get those lollipops? Wait, what? Did those flowers disappear? I think they did. Erdogan says, only fighting game I really like and I'm any good at is Tekken. Oh, yeah, I remember playing Tekken in an actual physical arcade back in the day.
Yeah.
It was where it was at. I forget which Tekken. It's okay if I have to sacrifice a few lives if it means we get lollipops. Eclipse says the only thing I'm a bit sketchy about is a Souls game having a deluxe edition. Yeah. Yeah, I did not know that it was going to have a deluxe edition, but that is a little weird. I mean, I'm almost certain that's on the publisher end and not FromSoft, but still. And Aranon says, oh, and Dead or Alive. I was pretty good at Dead or Alive. Okay. I was third on the survival mode on Xbox Live for a hot minute. Righteous, man. Well done. It says there were only like 2 Japanese players above me. Very well done. No, 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 no! Oh, that's on me. We're dying a lot here, if only because I had to sacrifice a couple lives to get lollipops. As any responsible adult would do. That should get us a landing. There we go.
Yummy.
Okay, so that looks like some kind of laser in the combat arena. Are we going to have to dodge that? Is it going to be sweeping along the railing left and right, or is it just going to sporadically fire? Looks like it might be the latter. Fortunately, we've just got a few piggy bats to deal with here.
Yay, piggybacks. Bats.
Oh no, no, now the turret's got a beat. Oh, it's a turret, and it's just, like, got a beat on us. Okay.
Moving on. Yummy.
Okay. There's a very, very slight magnetic property associated with each of the lollipops. They will, like, they will be attracted to us once we get within probably a few feet, maybe about a meter or so.
This is a good spot.
Yeah, let's plant a flag here, why not? You get some serious horizontal momentum once you spin in midair. I dig that.
Yummy. Yummy. Really?
Oh, did I? That counted as contact? Oh, I've died so many times on this stage. That's embarrassing. But, hey. Expert mode, right?
Expert mode.
And we're trying to go for 100%. Here's that war. Do we get a photo for taking, or points for taking a photo of this? No, we do not.
Yummy.
Okay. There we go. I don't think we missed any lollipops earlier on in the stage, so we seem to be doing good so far.
Yummy.
We're almost to an area that I think will make a perfect deposit point for our final checkpoint.
So this thing that Beppo did was not the first evil thing he did today. Earlier today we went for, you know, his irregular playtime with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And behind the first building, there is a pile of old grass that was being, you know, put there by the gardeners for like 2 years now. That's like completely rotten and also filled with a lot of dog poops because they also collect all the dog poop from the entire area and put it there.
Okay.
So it's just a huge ass pile of shit. And we took our dogs, you know, a little bit farther away so that they would not notice it. They noticed it.
Oh no.
I shit you not, they just suddenly, both of them, turned around, like, made a 180 and just bolted for the thing and, like, jumped right into the middle of it and started, like digging in, eating it, and...
Jesus Christ. They could smell it, no doubt.
Yeah. We barely managed to pull them out, and like I almost like just barfed on the spot. It was such a strong smell.
And of course, they loved it.
Oh yeah. Beppo was completely covered in shit. He enjoyed every second of it.
Oh, come on. There we go. I'm gonna have to get used to dealing with these spiked enemies. These dealers of instant death. What? No. Okay, that's okay. We're good. Wait, is there anything atop the barn for us? No? Okay, the lollipops generally don't seem to be hidden, or at least the vast majority of them don't. It seems rather that they are just laid out along a critical path for the area. I love the inclusion of this strong, very clearly delineated drop shadow to help us position ourselves. That is good stuff.
Some good shit.
So we're just going to have to climb the beanstalk again.
Yay!
We're missing 8 lollipops, though. Where could they be? Oh, they're over there. At the base of that additional stalk, which I presume is also going to be home to our fairy fountain.
Probs.
Which we can catch a photo of for even more lollipops.
Lollipops.
Now, of course, I've almost unlocked the color combination I want for our characters, so they're not necessary, but they'll be fun to acquire nonetheless.
Color combination, you mean purple with purple and more purple?
No, probably black tunic, white hair.
Ah, okay, interesting.
I'll purchase the black hair as well, of course, just because I might want all of our transformations to have that black and purple color scheme, but
Yeah.
here's the fairy fountain. Oh, and the mission title is a reference to the old Zelda cartoon. Excuse me, fairy.
Well,
let's bring it
excuse me, princess.
God, Link was the worst in that show. It was the absolute
He was such
worst.
an asshole.
That's the reason we haven't gotten a voiced Link in years.
Exactly. Nobody wants to hear what he has to say.
Nobody needs his garbage opinions.
Eh.
Like, did you know that Link was only the hero of time because he was really, really thirsty?
What?
No. Like that is the continuity in the Legend of Zelda cartoon.
Great.
Remember, he's just obsessed with getting a kiss from Zelda and could give a shit about doing anything else?
Yeah.
You remember this now?
Yeah.
Remember Ganon is more or less Skeletor?
Skeletor will come back next week with more useless.
More disturbing facts. Skeletor will return next week with more disturbing and unusual facts. Until next time!
It is scary how accurate your voice is.
Moving
Thank you. So we know at least a couple impressions I can do.
Uh,
And they all seem to be of horrible cartoon characters whose voice acting wasn't great to begin with.
yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself.
Arianon says, "You cannot spell advertisements without..."
Are we gonna give him lines now to say in Skeletor voice?
With a veto authority for objectionable content, I will.
Obviously. Keeping it PG, says Uranon.
Oh,
And
it's a
PG
Skeletor
stands
meme.
for pretty good.
Bring it on.
Okay, let's go cash in our photos. And then get a butt ton of cosmetics. With in-game currency, as it should be. So we got 44 lollipops in addition to the 150 we've collected. Arianon says, I wasn't sure if your stream is rated 18+. It is. It is.
But we're still trying to, you know, keep it as nice
It's
as
not a
possible.
garbage can. No.
Yeah, exactly. PG-13, not a garbage can.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the crazy thing for Twitch. There isn't, like, a real PG-13 option.
Yeah, it's either for children or 18+. There is no in between.
You've got the children audience, and then you've got, like, the degenerate audience. There's no exception. You can yank enemies sideways.
Wow. Did you just call me a child?
Wow, Arianon. Okay, yeah, that's,
That is actually accurate, and it's kind of scary.
it's very scary.
Was that intentional? Probably not. That would be too smart.
So none of the mods seem worth it. It looks like we can get mods for our world-specific abilities. Like, there was one I'm sure you saw we could have picked up for the grappling hook that would have allowed us to, like, fling enemies to the sides, but I don't think that's super important yet. Where's the stylus? Oh, right. Our stylus squid buddy is over here. So we'll go ahead and grab the black hair. Do we want silver hair or, like, shock white? I think the white with black will look good. There we go. Yeah, very nice. Ernon asks, Seth, how do you like my goth plate and cutlery?
It's really cute. I was gonna ask you, where did you get them?
Oh, look, her appearance, in the menus changes depending on our cosmetics.
Oh, that's cool.
There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
I love it. Ernon says local supermarket. It's called Bielka.
Actually, I was in that supermarket because I went to visit a friend in Copenhagen a few years ago, and yeah. So.
How is it?
Oh, okay. This is gonna sound weird, but I love their trains.
Moving on.
because
Right
they
on.
have these train stations that on the platforms they have like glass doors,
Ooh.
and then the glass doors move when the trains come in, and they're like automated and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, this is so futuristic.
Yeah,
and
you get
nobody
like a
can jump
beautiful
to their
view.
death. Yeah.
Ernon says, yeah, we have great infrastructure. See, the southern US here, I would love to just visit a place that has public transportation. That doesn't make you feel like you're going to die every time you ride it. Now, my university, which does not do a lot of things all that well, apparently, actually does have great public transpo itself. The campus center tends to be pretty clogged, and traffic navigation's always kind of tricky, right? So sometimes, especially when I was working there for like 13 hours in a day, I would park in a lot like outlying the campus and just walk to my first destination, right? But it would be like super late at night when I'd get out, so I'd ride the public transport back, like these little shuttles. And it was great. I loved talking to the drivers. They were always really nice, just like salt of the earth types. It was a good time.
Oh my god, Brady, you're gonna love this. So in German,
the metro stuff. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, in every bus and every train here in Munich, next to the door of the driver, it says, "Please do not talk to the driver."
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Of course.
Well,
it
I mean,
does.
I guess there is a public safety issue if they're going to be like hauling around, 30, 50 people.
Yeah.
Like they can't be distracted. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't stop like all bus drivers
no.
from listening to the radio or whatever, but
Yeah. Still.
let's drag him off to cartoon hell. So I saw what appeared to be a race ring somewhere around here, like where we could start up a time trial or something, maybe for, presumably for lollipops.
Yay, everything for lollipops.
That's the way it goes around here. We can also buy little pets that will ride on top of Beavis' head. I think I'll stay away from those. Oh look, roaming lollipops.
Lollipops.
They think they can escape. They're wrong. Okay. What, pray tell, is up here? And what are we looking for near the canyon? Like, for our photo mission, anyhow. Is this where Baba Yaga's hut's supposed to be? Or the tower, maybe? What's over there? Just a flower.
It's just a flower.
Ooh, I do like the painterly filter for our camera. Look at that. Like, colors run just a little bit, but they're also made richer.
Yeah.
Be cool if you could actually play the game with those filters. Maybe not the pixelation filter, but the others. I not have enough room to plant a flag here. Aye. Okay. How about over here? I'm going to have to, like, develop a sixth sense for, like, good places to throw down checkpoints, since the game is no longer telegraphing it to us, which is good. I like that it becomes the player's responsibility beyond a certain point. Whew. They really want us to make good use of our grappling hook. Which I guess I appreciate. This has in part allowed the devs to communicate how they would have designed these stages if you had already possessed the boss trinket.
Yummy.
Okay, more bounce flowers. We can do this. We could do this, even though historically I cannot do this.
Yummy.
What are you up to tonight, Sev, now that you're done cleaning up yarn?
Nom nom.
Sorry, what did you say?
What are you up to tonight, now that you're done cleaning up yarn?
Well, I am playing We Happy Few.
Oh, really? How is it now?
It is depressing, a bit weird, but cute. I like it.
Have they ironed out most of the tech issues that plagued the game at launch?
Well, so far I didn't have any tech issues, so I guess so.
Very good. Very, very good. So you're enjoying it?
Yep, pretty much.
I really like the character of Uncle Jack.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Like, that is classic broadcasting style they're going for, but obviously a very unsettling take on it.
Yeah.
It's like an old, like, kind of nostalgic trope in the US and I suppose in Great Britain as well. The concept of, like, the wise, responsible public official warmly addressing people through television or radio or what have you, you know? They just, they don't do that anymore.
This
Yeah.
is a good spot. Yummy.
You know, during World War II, the actual World War II, not the reboot of World War I or anything like that that we read about.
Moving on.
This is one of my favorite, like, aspects of American domestic culture during the war. President Roosevelt, just in part to bolster public support and morale, delivered, like, personal radio addresses very, very regularly straight to the citizenry, called his fireside chats.
Moving on.
Where he would, in a very unguarded fashion, just, like, take to the airwaves and deliver short but fairly inspiring messages to the American public. They're really touching to listen to, even today. Taking a break from Hyrule Warriors for a bit?
Yeah. I'm at 97% on the second map, so
Ooh, wee.
yeah.
And it's not getting a bit dull to you?
No. It's a really relaxing, zero concentration game, so.
Oh, I understand that. Righteous. Glad you're enjoying it so much. I'm just gonna see if I can't get this stupid shortcut to work. Up, 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 up. So from here, we're going to go. But that's right, you can't do really anything after you activate your double jump, so you've... Sorry about this, y'all. We'll get it. One more go.
Yummy.
There it is. Oh no, combat zone. Death piggies? No, just piggies running...
Piggies.
I don't even have to move the spike ball. In fact, as soon as I moved it, that's the only time a pig survived. They were running straight into my death orb. Which, frankly, detracts a lot of the fun from having a death orb. There we are. That'll extract a bridge, or extend a bridge. And from that bridge we can go places, hopefully. Okay, now we got a big old rock full of lollipops.
Lollipops. Okay, I need to take that before I walk. Be right back.
Alright. More sentient lollipops over here. I'm curious, can we stun these? It doesn't appear that we can, which is fine. Oh, and there's some more down at the bottom of this ravine. Well, okay. Did we explore, like, any of this our first time through here? Maybe not. I don't know that we did. This area might not have been open. Or maybe it was. Hold on, we'll see. No idea what the pigs are doing down here. They can't do much to us, nor us to them, without any kind of hazard around. So, yeah, I guess this was just another optional area. Let's pull ourselves on up. Oh, Lord. Easier said than done, right? Oh, I see. These platforms alternate depending upon our jumps. So a double jump there will, yep. Oh, nifty. Oh, that's sick. So we can't jump at all between those, otherwise they would disincorporate. That's pretty cool. We've got 8 lollipops left, and a good bit of the stage left as well, I think. We'll go ahead and set down our last flag here, just to be safe. And then the race ring, which I'm sure is going to task us with getting to the top of the tower quickly or something. Yeah, so 8 rings total. Oh, and that was not optional like for lollipops. That was mandatory for progress. Okay, okay. Is that anything we need? No. We just barely made it up here. Is there anything else up around here? No, there is not. Fine by me, though. Eyes peeled for anything that could be important to our photo hunt, though. I have no idea what it would be here unless it's at the tippy top of the mountain. Wait, is this meant to be that scientist's home? It was mentioned in one of the mission descriptions. Yeah. Said he was developing, like, mini submarines or something, and we can get a reward for taking a photo of one. Yep, here we go. There we go. Was there anything else we could have gathered from this place? Maybe not. That might have been the only photo mission here. Might not have, of course. If it wasn't, we can always come back later. But that is another stage clear. This one took us a bit longer because there was so much verticality and quite a few optional areas, but we got it. With no fails, actually. Yeah, the combat encounters there weren't bad. Weren't bad at all. So I think now we have 3 more stages, right? We have Arena Town, we have the Vault, and we have...
Moving on.
Oh, goodness. One I clearly cannot remember. Ah, the huts. Right. The cave huts. The laboratory. The stage I forgot about the first time around. Looks like we're gonna have a really good variety of stages in the next world, by the way. We've got, like, sewers, port cities, shipwreck, laden quays. We've got, I think, one area that's just going to be, like, a totally natural bay.
Bring it on.
Excuse me. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so layout's going to be pretty identical to our first trip, but with a much greater emphasis on the hook shot, which is exactly what we've seen with the other stages so far. Wonder if the experiments in the interior areas are going to be changed, though. There wasn't much to many of them. It typically just involved pressing a switch and watching basic pig mobs die, but it was there at least. So what we want to do... Hold on. Just jump up. There we go, and long jump. Perfect. Oh, it sounds like the entire lab is on fire? Burning? Something like that? That seems to be magma seeping out from inside? Might want to be careful here. Oh yeah, definitely do want to be careful here. Oh, yipes. What on earth happened? Last experiment went a bit wrong. I was trying to capture the spirit of a dying Apaka desertion. You know, the one you see when you, well, you know, yeah, the little pig spirits we knock out of enemies. And he's destroyed the entire lab. Well, normally that would be amusing and probably nothing more, but now it's made this terrain much trickier for us to navigate. So, thanks for nothing, buddy. So this is my answer regarding the labs, at the very least. Now, is it Baba Yaga's hut that was in this level, or supposed to be in this level? I think it might have been, either here or in Arena Town. So let's keep our eyes peeled for the thing running about on its gnarled avian legs. Oh, these again. Okay. Can we land on... No, we can't. But we can land safely down here. Okay, this one's just going to require some precision. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, yeah. Double jump and then a glide worked much better than a long jump. As long as we can control that burst of speed we get off of a spin, it's actually a great move for stabilizing ourselves in midair. No sweets here. So we just gotta safely make our way across. Okay, I can probably do that. Okay, we can't bounce on those. Those are just stools.
Yummy.
Anything over around there? Nope. Okay. We don't have very many lollipops yet. I imagine a ton of them are going to be in the research labs themselves. This stage was, if you recall, actually pretty long compared to a lot of the others. Which is good. I like this. None of the stages feel like they overstay their welcome, and clearly they're designed for speedy traversal when approached by veteran players because of the game's emphasis on speedrunning. But this just overall feels really good. Feels like the stages were designed in a well-balanced way. Oh, which reminds me. Probably need to lay one of these down somewhere around here. And feel free to remind me as well, chat, like, if it's been a while since I've plopped down one of the 3 checkpoints we're allowed to create per stage, let me know, just bring it up and I will throw one down where I can. It would suck to get to the tail end of a stage, make a tiny little mistake, and end up being, well, accidentally sent back to the very beginning, you know? What's in here? Ah, of course. More spike-laden enemies. Come on, into the spikes. What? Oh, see, that's what I meant by a little mistake. That one killed me despite me trying to pull it into the spikes. We ended up sending it bouncing over the column and straight into ourselves. Oy. Combat against enemies that are coated with spikes, meaning they kill you on contact, is actually really tough. Tougher than, like, the humanoid enemies with actual weapons, in my opinion. Okay, now we just need to knock this sucker into the spikes. If we could hit them... What? Oh, that's a bumper. Right. There we go, that should do it, right? No, are you kidding me? There we go. Alright. Not super clean, but we got it. And the reward is well worth it, as there's a ton of lollipops in here. We definitely want to jump directly on top of those springs, however, as approaching them even from like a diagonal angle, it looks like sends us flying backwards, or out and away from them. Is there any way to get up to the uppermost level of the lab? No, doesn't look like it. Could be wrong about that, though. Yeah, no way to do it. That's fine. I think originally this was like the 2-story one where you had to go up to the 2nd story, fight a few pigs, and then activate a switch. Could be wrong about that, though. Could be misremembering entirely. There we go. Now what's in the big tower? Let's go ahead and throw down a flag. Ooh. This one certainly looks different. I tend to do better dodging laser rings in games like this than I do almost any other kind of environmental hazard. I don't know if they're just generally easier for players to navigate, or if I have some weird sixth sense about radii, but I can handle it. Let's just take our time. Not entirely sure what all of these lanterns are for. Are they just for decoration, or are we going to be able to interact with them at some point later on in the game? Probably just for decoration. It's okay if we fall back down. We can traverse this area really easily. We've got the sweets, and that's what matters. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no. Probably a bad idea to, like, do a slow, floaty spin jump after a platform that's heading away from us, but hey. Alright, let's do this thing. There we go. I do like that the interiors are, like, totally different, giving us way, way, way more, involved challenges this time around. Albeit ones that aren't quite as heavily themed. How many enemies we have here? Just 3? And they're all just regular pigs, albeit pigs of a certain size. And with a turret. Oh, that's fine. No! It's not fine, they killed me! Oh, shit. As we win. I am really bad at combat in this game, I'm learning. I think it's just something about the one-hit kills that are getting to me. Platforming's super tight, though. Like, the combat is fun and kind of quirky, but I'm not entirely sold on the idea of having to knock enemies around into specific hazards like billiard balls, while oftentimes they can kill you, or knock you into instantly fatal hazards far more reliably. It's not bad or anything, I'm not even saying that critically, I quite sincerely do not know how I feel about it. We'll plop down our last flag here.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just discussing, Seth, how I'm genuinely, kind of uncertain how I feel about the game's combat, because it relies so heavily on the billiard ball mechanic, like knocking enemies about and into things when oftentimes they can kill you really easily. I don't think it's bad again, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's very different. They said there's a secret meeting. No pigs allowed. Well, we'll follow the sign in a minute. Let's gather up some candy first. Can we just, like, wall jump up here? Looks like we sure can. Can't make it to the very top, though.
Nice jumping puzzle.
Yeah. Members only, no pigs allowed. Down there, maybe? It's the only place they could be meeting. Okay. Oh yeah, these are the Apoca Desertions. Or, sorry, Armadageddonites. Oh god, look at their flag. Can we talk to any of them, or...? Well, I missed a pair of lollipops somewhere. Where on earth could they have been? Not indoors, I don't think. I dare say we cleaned out all of the interior zones. Hold on, y'all. I'm thinking.
Hey, Poppy. Bye, Poppy.
Okay, we're... Oh, here, these two little shacks we probably missed. Yeah, lollipop in each. Okay. There we go, we've got them all then. So aside from me continuing to be kind of bad at the combat, we're making some serious progress. Two more stages and then we're on to Armadageddon proper, so we can, pillage Captain Damp's treasury. What a name. Captain Damp.
Moving on.
Let's head for the vault next. Yeah, Berg Vault, here we go. Really interested to see what this one's going to be like on, the return trip. Especially that, vertical descent through the, security system, the latticework of lasers. I have a feeling they're gonna make that pretty damn hard this go-around. Relatively speaking, I should say. Okay. Oh, look! We are now displayed over the top of the Berg Vault. We've made it. We're official. We are the Queen.
Yummy. Yummy.
Ooh, what's up there? Some kind of switch. Oh, is this necessary to lower the drawbridge? No doubt. Well, not even to lower it, just to kind of open it a crack. That's fair enough, we can get it.
Yummy.
Okay, now that we're inside, for whatever reason the guards are still attacking us, even though it's our treasury now. Old habits die hard, I guess. Are these crates covering up any lollipops or the like? We will find out if they are. Come on, do your worst.
Nuh-uh.
See? The humanoid enemies aren't bad at all, because you can just reflect their projectiles right back in their faces.
Yeah.
So, Seth, when you get 999, are you planning on streaming it, or?
No, I don't have a cracked DS. So.
Gotcha. Oh, so you're getting to like the original DS version, not like the re-release collection.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I never played the first one on DS, but I know a lot of people say it's better that way.
I mean, I don't know. I played it only on the DS, so I don't know anything about the re-release. I think it was for PlayStation 4, right? Like the
That is correct.
Games collection.
Yep. I really like the second game. I think personally it's probably the strongest out of the trilogy.
I have played first and second, never played the third.
It's good.
Okay.
Yummy.
there are several characters in it that are absolutely detestable and not necessarily by design, but it's a well-handled piece of fiction.
I mean, I just like the entire concept is basically Danganronpa, but a bit scarier.
Higher
with
stakes.
actual consequences. Yeah.
The design of the Game Master in the third game is probably my favorite for the franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, the plague mask, like the Baroque looking overcoat and the cane, come on.
Yeah.
I want that to just be like my everyday uniform.
With the plague mask, of course.
Of course. Ah, there we go. We made it up to the ramparts. Look at all the lollipops out there. Oh, and there's Baba Yaga's hut, wandering around.
Nice.
Hey, I love it anytime figures from, like, mythologies other than Greek and once in a while Norse get, included in my video games. Did I tell you there's a Souls-like that includes Baba Yaga and the Hut jointly as a boss?
Really?
Yeah. It's that Boss Rush Mythology game on Steam. It's a very rough Souls-like a boss rush, well, as the name would imply. And it is okay, but they do include quite a few bosses from Slavic legend. Like, I think, Baba Yaga and the Hut, with the Hut actually serving as the principal boss. You fight, like, 3 legendary Bogatirs together, Chernobog, of course, and the creator took 4 different mythological canons and presented, like, 4 bosses from each of them, I think.
Oh, interesting.
I forget who the 4th representative of the Slavic, like, mythology was. It was a witch of some kind or another. Another witch, like, some kind of magical, alchemist or something.
Morana?
That might be it. Hold on, in fact. I'm going to look this up for you, because now I'm curious. I've made myself curious. Oh, hell, it'd probably be... No, there we go. Now my computer's playing along. 1 second. Okay, this is the all-boss run. Which, in a boss rush game, just means, like, a long play. Oh, no, I was totally wrong, sorry. I believe that was a figure from Norse mythology, the witch I was thinking of, Gulveig. The last representative of the Slavic pantheon is a giant named, Sviatogor?
Ah, yeah, Svarog.
Oh, yeah. That must have been, like, the Russian spelling then, right?
Could be, yeah.
Or just a poor transliteration.
What's the name of the game?
Boss Rush Mythology. It's made by, like, one man. And it's not bad for what it is. It's cheap.
Let's...
Oh my god, look at it, Seth. It's just like rolling around. There's no animation at all. Just like in the legends. Baba Yaga's rolling barn. Yeah, you know how it goes. Like, she would show up outside the homes of poor peasants in cruel Russian winters, steal their chickens, and then pop a sick wheelie. Oh wait, no. It only walks when it's close to the close to the player. Okay, I see what you're doing, game. I can respect it. Boss Rush Mythology is the kind of game I would recommend if you ever just want to dissect a kind of strange Souls-like on stream for fun.
Yeah.
Again, not bad, just not good.
Yeah.
The art's quite nice.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's made in Flash or something.
A bit, now that you mention it. Yeah, I mean, impressive one guy managed to do it all himself.
Yeah, of course.
Or largely himself. Oh! Those are harmful. I did not notice that at all. Great. Well, I should have known. Expert mode stage. No.
No.
Eclipses, they look like a giant radioactive candy bar coming out of the wall to shank you. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Actually, they remind me of something from my first semester of grad school, okay? So, no, listen. One of my classes was at night. It was like a nighttime seminar in, like, the department conference room. And, the instructor who was in there before us seemed like a really nice woman. She'd always bring, like, just a basket of snacks for her students, like anybody could help themselves to anything. And she left it for us for, one evening, which was very, very kind of her. Okay, so we die even if we touch the spike plate, but not the spikes themselves. That's kind of ass, but... And one night, or the night she left it behind, I and a couple other students were spellbound by this bizarre off-brand snack food called a Dreamy that was included in the basket. Okay, let me explain a Dreamy to you, because they are what those hostile, or those dangerous, protruding platforms remind me of exactly. So, a Dreamy was like an off-brand Twinkie, okay? The only difference is, well, the principal difference, visually, is that a Dreamy was like a bright, like incandescent red. Looked almost like it was, and slick too, oily, so it looked almost like it was coated in blood or something.
Wow,
and it had a coating of coconut on the top, which was also blood red. The Dreamy deeply unsettled my fellow students, but it intrigued me. I mean, this cake, this like pre-prepared, pre-packaged snack cake, was not just moist, it was not damp, it was actively wet with oil. blood red, looked like a Twinkie from an alternate dimension, right? And I'm like,
Wow.
I gotta try this.
No, why?
So you break it open, and surprisingly, it's somehow even greasier on the inside.
What?
And I try a bite, and... Would you believe me if I told you the Dreamy was actually just incredibly bland?
I mean,
Like,
I
the
would assume it would just taste like oil.
the crimson snack cake that was like bleeding oil tasted... no, it tasted faintly of coconut and like kind of bland vanilla cake and nothing else. I was blown away.
How could it be so horrible? It looked awesome.
Awesome, citation needed.
Yeah.
So we've got mines after us, that's fun.
Yummy.
But it looks like this time the tower's been flooded. And we'll be able to grab our last, lollipops here. I would have thought, but no, oh god, this isn't all of them. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh no.
We're gonna be missing 4. So we're gonna have to go back out and try to grab them. That's alright, though. Real quick, they wanted a photo of the vault door from the inside. Or no, that can only be acquired in the base version of the vault. Okay. Well, away we go.
Moving on.
Okay, yo, where's my last 4 lollipops at? Don't be a sucker, just give me my lollipops. So, Seth, are you excited to continue the Star Wars game this week?
Pretty much. Yeah, I really liked it yesterday. Oh, yesterday, last time that I played.
How far did you get, exactly?
I just finished the first planet. Like, found the little droid.
Did you fight, like, the roided up frog boss?
No, I tried, like, I think I got like 15 deaths, and then I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna come back later.
You actually made the right decision. It's intended for later in the game, and actually super simple
okay.
once you get some upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, I would get it to like 30%, and then it would kill me, so...
It would one-shot you, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, yes.
That's what, Ongo Babongo, or whatever its name does.
Yeah, something like that, a weird-ass name.
I was terrified, though, when I saw virtually an identical-looking enemy appear as a regular enemy later in the same world. After my first encounter with that enemy type being the boss, I thought, oh god, they're not all like this, are they? No, they are not. They throw a souped-up one at you first. Hey, Schnaufy, good evening. How's it going, man? You had a good day? I certainly hope so. Oh, and Seth, it may interest you to know, 16 Leo recently released an hour-long breakdown of Shane Dawson's return to YouTube.
Well, I did not see that, but now I know what I am gonna watch tomorrow during, my meetings.
While you're in a meeting, yes, please.
Exactly. Oh, hey, Peppa. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, guys, I've got to find these lollipops. Wait a minute, I forgot I have a treat tracker. Silly me.
Ow.
How on earth do you forget that? Well, if you're Brady, you forget that, of course. Oh, that's right! There is just a front door we can walk through. Oh, wait, can we maybe grab a photo of the vault door from here? No. Yeah, so they flooded the vault. Great job. Great job, Apoca Desertions. This is why Armadageddon is beating us. Also, their king is a giant crab in, like, a metal fortress named Captain Damp. We can't beat that. Oh, fuck. I do see what some of the reviews have been talking about, that the game's like instant death, even though there's like no real penalty for it, does feel like unnecessarily exacting at times. I mean, I guess it's to kind of synergize with the custom checkpoint mechanic, like, you know, instill a great sense of risk in order to make the placement of one's checkpoints feel like a weighty decision, not just something you do, you know, because why not? Alright, y'all, one more stage. Then it's on to the new world to properly clear it out.
Moving on.
And apparently we can also earn trophies for clearing each stage, in a very, very swift manner, like coming in below a certain par time, but I don't think the trophies themselves do anything for you. Unlike, say, the batteries and the sweets we can earn from different stages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is straight up lava. So there's going to be lava in the Arena Town redo. Woohoo! Now remember, this was the combat-based stage, and while it was super easy the first time around, I have a feeling they're gonna introduce more instant death enemies here, so let's just see how we do.
It's time for
Look for keys. Your magic arrow prioritizes keys over sweets. Okay. That's interesting. And of course, right off the bat, we've got grapple points. And we need 5 keys to proceed. Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, that guard was firing in a spread. It's also kind of new. I think this might be the place where we'll be able to see the castle tower.
yummy.
One more key, probably a bit higher up, I would think. Come on, there we go, Beebs.
Yummy.
Excuse me.
I agree. Ay, ay, ay.
Any plans for what you'll play after Star Wars stuff?
I was thinking about Minish Cap.
Oh, right on. That'll last you a good while, too. There's plenty to that game.
That was my thought exactly.
And, I mean, the game just needs some recognition, seriously.
Yeah. I really liked the game when I first played it. It was one of the first Zelda titles I played, so...
It's
yeah.
probably in my top 5 Zeldas, I'd say. Along with Breath of the Wild, which is probably my favorite, Majora's Mask, maybe Phantom Hourglass.
I like Majora's Mask, but it's definitely not in my top 5 because playing it gives me so much anxiety because of
Yes.
the time limit.
No, that's totally fair. It's kind of like Dead Rising, a game that, controversially perhaps, I feel would be better without the timer, but that is given a lot of its flavor, a lot of its character due to the inclusion of a timer mechanic. So, like, I get why it's there. I personally don't like it, but hey, it is what it is, right? I'm able, or I think Majora's Mask is so great because of its atmosphere and its world building. Something that Nintendo has tended to shy away from in the present, you know?
Yeah. I was talking today with a coworker while we were waiting for our code to build, about just generally the state of Nintendo and like what games we are waiting for, because he said he's waiting for Forza Horizon 5, that he was like waiting for a while for it.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, the only game that I'm waiting for right now is Legend Arceus, because I'm interested in what Nintendo is gonna do. And then he said like that he's like generally disappointed in the direction that Nintendo seems to be taking, because he said it seems that most of the new titles, like Nintendo titles, like first party titles, is directed towards younger audiences, and then for the older audiences they just tend to make either remasters of older titles, or they just simply poured it into the Nintendo Online system.
Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure I would agree that Nintendo's recent output is explicitly directed towards a younger audience. Part of the company's culture dating back to the 80s is that most of their products are designed kind of Disney-style to be accessible to a broad audience, encompassing children and adults, but not often directly aimed, at least explicitly, at either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, do you feel like their output has been skewing unnaturally towards, like, very kiddie titles? I don't think more so than, like, in the early 2010s, not at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say towards kiddie titles, but I did notice that generally the difficulty of the games has decreased a lot.
Well, I mean, that's true of AAA titles in general.
Yeah, I think they've just made games a little bit more accessible to everyone,
Yes.
which generally is not really that bad of an idea, as long as you keep like at least one level of difficulty for, you know, your average Joe.
Well, keeping in mind we are not the average Joe, though.
Yeah.
I would say more titles have been doing kind of what Mario Odyssey does with its difficulty, and it's like the Nintendo approach to difficulty, inclusive difficulty. Either, if there are like discrete difficulty settings, allowing for like accessibility modes as well as more challenging modes, or making the path to completing a game, to finishing it, I mean, fairly easy and fairly accessible, and then including a ton of more challenging side content in like a post-game or something like that. That's how Mario Odyssey did it. Some of Mario Odyssey's optional content is actually really tricky, but the base game is very breezy, very manageable. I think the new Pokemon titles kind of work that way. I think Breath of the Wild works that way. Like, just getting through that campaign is very easy, but like getting all the shrines, completing all the optional combat encounters, some of that shit's really hard.
Yeah.
So, no, and I think part of it, too, is the bias of somebody who grew up with something, understanding it's not quite the same anymore, right?
Yeah.
And just being like, well, it's not how I remember it. Well, Nintendo games don't feel the way I remember them, too, because I'm not, 7 anymore.
Yeah, of course.
If I have as much trouble with a video game, like the same video game, at 23, almost 24 as I did at 7, I would be worried.
I would be worried too. I mean, to be fair, most of the difficulty that I had with video games when I was little was, well, I did not speak English, so I just...
Right!
I had to figure out what the hell the game is asking me to do on my own. Which was part of the fun, to be honest.
It's like, what if every game was a puzzle game? Howdy.
How you feeling?
Nauseous?
From what? What happened?
No idea.
Did you eat anything that could be a little suspect?
Well, we had some burgers at work, but...
Oh. You think maybe they were sus?
Nah, we order from that place all the time. They should be fine.
Okay. Glip says Pokemon was kind of weird. Campaign's usually easy, but you can make it pretty hard.
Yeah,
That is true.
but I mean, why you're making it hard on your own, right? Like for example, with the Nuzlocke challenge and stuff like that. It's not something that the game itself is giving you as part of its experience.
I keep going back to it. I'm sorry, because it's like my principal insight into the situation. I don't understand why so much discourse surrounding gaming has become obsessed with the concept of difficulty, one way or another. You know, something's good because it's easy, or it's bad because it's hard, or vice versa. Why? Why are we hyper-fixated on this all of a sudden?
Well, for me, it's not the difficulty, but I just don't like everything handed to me on a platter. It's kind of like, you know, giving you a game and giving you a walkthrough with it. It's
Sure.
like, let me figure stuff out on my own a little bit.
Well, that problem then isn't with difficulty, though. It would be with tutorializing.
Basically, yeah.
And restraining the player.
Yeah, like Pokemon Sword and Shield in particular, it was just a gigantic tutorial, and the game on its own was really not bad, and I feel like that it received much more hatred than it was supposed to. But the main story, the thing that, you know, casual players play the game for, was very much tutorialized. I mean, the first Giga Mantax fight or whatever it is, you get it at the end of the story. While you can already figure it out on your own if you went through the wild area, which you had to do anyways. So...
I think really the kind of problem you're identifying, Seth, is kind of exemplified in, like, think your typical Ubisoft game, right? Where they never stop telling you what every icon on your HUD means, no matter how many times you've seen it. They never stop giving you tooltips to tell you, hey, you might want to deal with this enemy like this, and so on.
Yeah. Like, I'm not... Like, I know that I have attention span of a child, but I'm not an idiot, you know? After you tell me 20 times, I am gonna remember it.
I mean, yeah, maybe you will.
And Shelby says, yeah, every time I looked for an easy chill game, it turned out to be too hard.
Wow.
And Eclipse says, yeah. Well, the
Are
insidious
you sure
idea...
it's too hard, or you just got stoned?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that just turns, like, anything that requires motor skills into hard mode for a little while.
Oh my god, I need to show you the video of 3 of my friends trying to extend my table while being stoned. It took them 47 minutes.
So, Seth, to be clear, I could probably do the same thing in 20 seconds for you. And Stuffy says, maybe I just suck. No way, sir. You are the top speedrunner in your entire country for a pretty difficult retro action game. I think you're right that some games are just imbalanced. And Eclipse says games should definitely respect their audience's intelligence a fair bit more, or just allow more, like, options that you can toggle at the very start of a game to disable things like that.
Yeah, exactly, but, like, in the case of Pokemon Sword and Shield, that was an integral part of the main story. Like, the entire story was... Yeah.
Right, no, and that's fair. Railroading is not the same necessarily as a lack of challenge, and I think it's important to distinguish the two and address them as two separate phenomena, because so many of the problems that I have with, like, game design, Souls-like game design, right, stems from the fact that a lot of devs, like aspirant devs, indie devs, get kind of absorb this notion from the culture through osmosis that more difficult automatically means better. And that balance is, I mean, yeah, that's kind of important, sure, yeah, but, like, the gamers TM are only going to turn out for this if it's really, really hard, because hard means good. And the only way you can engage players, not through world building, not through presentation, not through aesthetics, not through spectacle, not through narrative or characters, is through difficulty. And unless they're engaged like that constantly, they're going to be turned off. They're not going to engage with the product. Understand that that's something that some people come to some games for, but it's not the be-all, end-all, and it's not directly correlated with quality. Just like how wonderful presentation, in the case of, like, on PC, apparently, Cyberpunk looks great, right?
But it's shit.
Well, right, because it's weak in so many other areas. So, you have to think about games, and I think assess them if you want to be like a critic, in a more holistic sense. Like, this game looks charming as hell, but I think it's a good game because the platforming works really tightly, even with this 2D character sprite, which is really impressive. There's a great deal of variety, both mechanically and aesthetically, in stages, what I'm asked to do as well as where I'm asked to do it. And there's this... there's an interesting idea behind a lot of the game's side content. Like, there's 20 different ways I can challenge myself for just additional little goodies if I want to. The combat is a little... not great, not terrible. But I think it's a great game because it excels in so many different directions. Shadalfi says, yeah, but my speedrun journey is more hard work than skill. Hard work is how we cultivate skill, though, my man. And he says, for example, Crosscode, I love the game, but it was too hard for me. Like, let's do the game a bit more difficult like everyone does. Yeah. The way I've explained this is if the Dark Souls 1 bros designed Final Fantasy VII, every boss would be the Emerald Weapon. But you know the interesting thing? If every boss was, like, super difficult and, like, designed like a super boss, then wouldn't that actually detract from the novelty of those kinds of encounters? Like, it would introduce a certain element of tedium.
Not if every single boss is tougher than the one before.
Well, no, then it would, like I say, then it would just get kind of tedious. But if the goal is to start on 11 and just keep going up from there, I think you turn a lot of players off.
Yeah, the scrubs. The scrubs, Brady.
Yeah. The unworthy, lowly people that are not the backbone of this society, that are just leeching off the gamers.
Oh, that friggin' guy. Well, let's take that...
Everybody knows that we are the future of this world, okay? Us, the gamers. We are the future.
Well... Okay, let's take that take directly where it belongs.
In the trash.
To the sewer factory.
Oh, you're going crapwards.
To the first, or second, sorry, of Captain Damp's batteries. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And yes, Potato, our boss here is a pirate crab in a giant iron fortress named Captain Damp. I love him. So we don't have to gather 50 lollipops per stage anymore. Since it's daytime again, we're just gathering cakes.
Nice.
And nice.
Ooh.
So despite feeling terrible, I tried to go after work and get a cable, yeah, for the Oculus, and I can't anywhere. There's nowhere where I can find a 5-meter cable.
Yeah, I had to get mine from Amazon, and I spent, I think, like $25 on it.
Yeah, seems to be what I'm gonna have to do.
So, is this sewage or ecto-cooler? Because I don't think poop is supposed to be this green.
Maybe
Well, depends
demon
what you
poop.
eat.
Yeah, also,
I don't
yes,
know,
depends
man.
on
When I
poop.
eat a lot of spinach, my poop looks like that, so...
Okay.
Without the glowing part, though.
Oh, it's poison.
That's only
It's
with
just
Haribo.
straight poison.
Imagine what Popeye's poop looks like then.
Oof. Well, if
Well,
Brady
it probably
plays the
looks
game for
like...
the Switch,
I was going to say, it probably
gonna
looks
know.
like a Unity Engine remake of a game from 40 years ago.
oh god, have you seen Potato, the Popeye game?
I saw.
Why?
I do
Why?
want to see Brady play it though.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to play it. I want to see Brady play it.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, this is going to poison us. No, I mean, we're actually poisoned thanks to swimming in poop.
Okay. I mean, obviously swimming in poop is not good for you. Didn't have to swim in it to find that out.
Oh, so instead of televisions, Captain Damp speaks to us, look, through these bullhorns attached to parrots. Ahoy! Ah, it be the little landlubber. Welcome to the factory. That be right. Aye, junk, waste, trash, all the thingies. Yeah, it's just a factory where they make garbage.
Nice. Because garbage needs to be produced. Oh, Brady, can you do your Skeletor impression for Potato?
Of course! Skeletor produces more feces than any other world leader. Number one in shit. Number one in number two. Skeletor will return with more information about his realm's economic output next week.
Nice.
I love it.
Very nice.
Thank you. This is just a thing I'm going to have to do from now on, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, we can
Not
just
even gonna pretend that it's not gonna be.
We can just spin the poison off of ourselves.
Spin to win.
So, even though I couldn't get the cable, I got a power bank. So at least I can play longer wirelessly. And since I managed to sort of fuck up my cell phone headphones, I got myself wireless ones.
Righteous.
Oh, how nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the ones that look like you have gunk coming out of your ears?
They're like little earbuds, but they're Sennheisers.
Ah, okay. Very nice.
Yeah, and they were on like discount, like 20% or something.
Yeah, you could have waited, to be fair, for Black Friday. It's in a week.
Not in Croatia.
Ah, right.
See, what they do here is like, I think they started doing it like 2 weeks ago. They up all the prices. And then they put discounts when it's Black Friday, and it's still more than they could
Right.
before.
So that's still a thing, right?
Yeah, they still do that.
It's Whack
Yeah, because-
Friday.
Because I know that the newspapers report on that every single fucking year.
Yeah.
And the
They still
thing
do.
is, they don't even bother hiding it, so they put just a sticker over it, and sometimes you can still see the old price on top of the new price, and you're like, wait, what?
Is that even legal?
No.
Technically no. But no one gets punished, so
Technically, yes.
yeah.
It's like an economy run on Airbud logic. There's nowhere in the rules that says we can't do it.
Yeah, they're like anyone who's like paying attention to the prices is not gonna buy it probably anyways. And if they get a couple of suckers to buy it, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So their actual argument is something along the lines of, you would have to be an idiot to actually buy this, so we're not hurting anybody.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
kind of.
Also, please buy this from us.
Yeah. Our sales are going down every year. Not even Black Friday can save us. No shit, Sherlock.
Whack Friday indeed. Oh, cake. In the sewer. Great. Poop cake.
Woo.
Now, if we film ourselves crying and screaming while eating it in bed, we will have millions of subs on YouTube. Just you wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to knock all of these crabs, including the flying crabs, into the poison. Yeah, that'll take care of them. This is not what I expected from an aquatic-themed world, but I honestly don't mind it. I especially love, like, the weird electro-reggae soundtrack they went for this area. Okay, so we're gonna have to crack that open, as there appears to be cake on the other side. Ah, yet another flying crab. Man, I could really go for some crab right about now.
Fries.
Fries? What?
I don't know. I just want some French fries.
Alright, fine. Nothing wrong with that.
This looks like a good spot.
I could go for some Arby's fries, actually. Those nice, heavily seasoned curly fries. Mm-hmm. Now what's over here? Wait, no, this is an area we've already been, isn't it? No! No, this is original, yo. I think. So yeah, poison will slowly overtake us.
Well, spin it like you mean it.
Yep, because we can spin it off. Ah, cake! This time in a sewage processing room, which is much better.
Cake.
Mmm, sewage. By sewage, of course, I mean McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Have I told
We
you
are
guys this?
connoisseurs of fine cuisine. McDonald's. Burger King.
Have I told you guys actually, like, a couple of weeks ago I was out with some friends. We were actually on a, like,
I'm shocked.
someone we knew had, like, a gig in a coffee shop in town.
Righteous.
So we went there, like, we reserved the table and everything, and a friend from out of town was also visiting, and we were drinking, and after, like, the coffee shop closed at midnight, we're like, oh yeah, we're hungry. What works?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah, and we're drunk, so, you know, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we go there, and the, you know, get in there and order your food part of the McDonald's is closed, and the only thing is a drive-through.
Okay.
We're like, okay, we don't have a car, but
You're just
They-
gonna walk through.
yeah, they don't usually, like, we've done that, like, dozens of times, more. And they never cause issue, you know, you just go there, up to the ordering intercom or the window, depending on how modern it is. And you just order, and then you go to the next window and they give you your food.
Yeah.
And we go there, and the chick is like, sorry, we can't serve you, you're not in a car. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
And-
that you can't do that over here.
Yeah, and a friend of mine who's super drunk, like he's so super drunk, he goes like, vroom vroom, we're a car. And the chick is just like, ah, sorry, you're missing at least one wheel.
Well, she
And-
didn't miss a beat then.
Well, we kind of won because one of the friends lives like 2 minutes away from the McDonald's. We went to his place, took a car, and went there with a car. So
Of course.
we got what we wanted. But the guy that went broom broom we're a car was so drunk he ended up not even eating his order.
It just passed
Puking
out.
on the puking on the parking lot. We took him home, Next morning, he did not remember anything from like after the coffee shop. He did not remember where his glasses were in the car. He did not remember how he got home. Or anything.
Okay, so he was just three sheets to the wind.
Yep.
Poor guy. So who ate his McDonald's?
I think a friend of mine took his like burger and we threw away the rest.
That sure is a story.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck? I mean, if there is no cars like in the lane, why not serve you?
I love how Seth is focused on this is an injustice, whereas I hear this and I'm like, oh yeah, you'd get arrested if you tried that over here.
No, come on, like what's
No,
the big deal? Like
No, I get it.
It's not a fast-moving lane or anything. It's just.
I totally get it. It's not a big deal like on the level. You're right, but there are like I'm fairly certain legal liability issues that are at the heart of a lot of that.
Well, then fucking allow people to order from not drive-through. Don't be dicks.
I think it's more like, okay, we've got like 4 drunks just like standing in the drive-thru. We really don't want them to get hit by a semi-trailer coming through for their midnight McNuggies.
Yeah. And probably the usual ones that actually serve you are, oh my god, we have 4 drunks in the drive-thru. I wonder what they're gonna do if we don't serve them. Let's just serve them.
Or somebody get the iPhone out. Let's see what they get up to today.
No, I mean, like, everyone we told the story to was like, what the fuck? They always serve us. Yeah.
It's common to just walk through McDonald's.
Well,
I love that.
After only the drive-thru is open, of course.
Okay.
You're not gonna like go in at noon and just go like, hey, I'd like to. I don't want to come in. Can I just order from here?
Wow.
Potato, I think you may have just given Nikocado an idea for a new video.
Oh no, I don't think he could walk through like the intercom to first window to pay and then the second window to pick up his food.
Well, no, he'd kind of do that chugging thing he does.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure he'd break at least 3 ribs doing that.
It's okay, he healed with the power of tacos. Okay, so sewer factory's done. Where to next?
What kind of a fucking scam is this? Why? So someone is selling cleaning detergents, whether it's like laundry or dishwasher or whatever, with probiotics in it.
What?
What?
Yeah.
So,
Why would... What?
hold on. A germ cleaner that does not kill certain germs.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
Does it just
Even
not do
dangerous
anything at all then?
No, apparently it has natural bacteria that eliminates pathogen bacteria. Allegedly.
Okay, this probiotic craze is getting a little out of control.
It's time for a whoop.
I don't even know. Never mind.
I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of science behind it, maybe. Hopefully. Okay, so Tidal Climb. This is giving me some strong Noki Bay vibes right off the bat. Okay. So it seems like this is just gonna be one massive vertical obstacle course. We can handle that.
Yeah.
Again, I've done Champions Road.
No.
With much swearing.
What? No, we don't remember that. Remind us.
It's not as though it's been immortalized on a soundboard or anything.
No.
Frankly, though, that's actually far from the most frustrating thing I've ever had to do on this channel.
Immortal Unchained.
Immortal Unchained, Ludwig, the Nightmare King, honestly. Oh, just rose the tide.
Or-
Wait, Nightmare King and Hollow Knight?
Yes.
Why?
Drove me insane. I hated that fight.
You know how I beat Troop Master Grimm and partially with the same tactic, Nightmare King?
How?
Just charms to lower the cost and increase the damage of your spells.
Yeah, that's what I did as well.
And just like punch him first so he does that pufferfish, and just abyssal shriek on his ass until you spend all your fucking soul.
Wait. He's vulnerable while he's doing his ult?
He takes damage only from magic, not from melee.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like I killed Troop Master Grimm purely while he was in the pufferfish, because he does it percentage based.
Yep.
So if you lower his health enough, he'll just keep going into the pufferfish phase.
Jesus Christ, Potato.
Wow.
How do you make everything seem so easy?
It was
Wait,
hilarious.
and how did you do the Nightmare King? Same thing?
Similar. There's a lot more surviving run, just jumping around and getting him into that phase because he has more health.
Of course.
Let's raise the tide.
Like, way more health.
He has about twice, not quite twice as much health, but close. I think.
1500.
Yeah.
And I think normally, okay, half as much on with a pure nail 1000.
Way too much for the Nightmare King. Way too much.
Yeah, took me a couple of tries.
It took me hours. It's taken quite a lot of people days. Oh, what on earth?
I was actually going like, maybe I should just banish them and get the other charm.
The other charm, yeah, which is, it's decent.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, and I was like, yeah, that's a nice one, you know, might help me for the Pantheon, you know. And then I'm already in Dartmouth, and I don't want to go do all that shit. I'm just gonna go kill him.
I had a similar pattern of thought where I was like, well, I've come this far, might as well.
Yeah. Also good practice for Pantheon.
No doubt. Armada for life. Oh, that's so cute. A crab with a little spray can.
This looks like
It's now one of my checkpoints.
Nice.
Where's our next cake? Oh, it's over there. Oh! Ass. Fell straight through.
Oh, and Seth, you know how I did the Trial of the Fool? I kind of cheated. I
I can just
went
hear
around-
the grin, Potato.
I went around the map and I collected all the lifeblood health bonuses.
Yeah.
And then I went in there with like a bunch of them.
Wow.
In the end, I still had 3 left.
Wow.
Yeah, you alright, Seth?
I mean... Yeah.
Oof. Okay, we want to land right on top of this sucker. Eh. Eh. Haha! Will it be enough? Probably not, but that's okay. We can use these stairs on the side to ascend. This is a pretty dope level.
Looks interesting.
Nope. Ah! At least this isn't poison. Like the Captain Sludge.
Low bar, but okay.
Oh, I could just wall jump around. Alright then.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Hey, I grew up on games like this. If there's one thing I learned, it's how to spot exploits in level geometry. But your timing does have to be quite precise so that you can actually jump off of the second platform, since we can't do wall jumps after a double jump. Okay. Mm-hmm. And there we go. Made it. Nice. Okay.
Good job.
So, thank you, thank you. We've got 2 cakes left. One of which is down there? Okay, so I'm gonna put my last checkpoint down right here outside the combat arena. And we'll go ahead and see what this unlocks first. Oh no, we've got death crabs. Oh god, the crab enemies are so cute. God, look at them. Look at them die.
Moving on.
And this will allow us to raise the tide yet again. Not certain I want to do that quite yet. 'Cause right now it's directing me down here to this drain pipe. Oh yeah, there's a cake in the overflow. Of course there is. Is there a breach or anywhere we can swim up from? No, but I somehow grabbed the cake through the floor. You know what? You know what? Not complaining. Not complaining. That was an error in my favor. To the flag.
Error in my favor. That rhymes.
And now the last one's just going to be near the exit. Easy peasy. Oh, I bet this level would be tricky with all of the, lollipops added, though. First off, what's going on? Oh no, that's the exit portal. Never mind. So it looks like there's one more combat arena we can clear in exchange for our last cake in this chest.
Nice. Cake, 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 cake.
Oh, that's a lot of crabs. 6 crabs.
What she said.
Many of which have guns.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck! Rammed right into one of the deadly ones. Yeah, I don't know how I feel in overall about, like, lots of enemies or any enemies with red highlights being able to kill you on contact. Well, you have to, like, bounce them into certain hazards in order to kill them.
I feel like you should get good.
Well, no, like, it's a really cute idea, especially with enemies that work exactly the same way you do. Like, these guards, for instance, that, can knock you back with their attacks and into, like, bumpers and spike walls and things like that. But not necessarily with enemies that, can just kill you on contact, whereas you have no, equivalent techniques at hand.
Right.
You have to count on the game's physics to let you knock them into a spike wall or something. Now granted, the AI does often err in my favor, so I can't complain too much. Like, once in a while, enemies will just, end up skidding right by me and into walls of spikes, so, you know. Down, Crab Flyer.
So I actually gave in yesterday and watched the Elden Ring gameplay.
Oh boy.
Why?
No spoilers, please.
Yes.
No spoilers. Just it's some of it looks amazing and some of it looks like it could have done better work. Of course, it's not still the final product, and I think someone commented that it's pretty much the same footage they showed to the press at Gamescom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand why everybody's being so critical about it, though, really.
It's very highly anticipated, and I think people have been burned on Cyberpunk, so they were like, let's shit on it.
I think Cyberpunk lowered the bar enough that this game cannot be bad, even if they tried.
No, again, the only thing I'm worried about is that it's going to be just like Dark Souls 1/3 again, like same kind of world, same kind of design, same everything. And it
no.
seems like overall that is not the case.
No. Like, without giving you pretty much any spoilers, what I don't like is they have the same summoning mechanic from Dark Souls.
Okay, that we kind of expected that, right?
I know,
Yeah.
but
They could have improved it. Like
Yeah,
the
just
way
do better.
Neo handles it is great. Like you can summon people
Yeah.
from the checkpoints, like the bonfires.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Remnant. You
Yeah.
know, allow them to play with you.
Just join a session. I agree. Okay, so there's that.
It feels like it's way more fluid and less clunky than Dark Souls. Like just
Sekiro, kind of.
mechanic-wise.
I mean, hopefully, like it's 2021. Come on.
I couldn't see the UI or the controls or anything, but from what I've saw of the gameplay, it looks like you can actually jump. You know, properly
Normally,
jump.
So like,
Yes.
5 keys.
Potato, our style of play sounds like it's made for this game then.
Oh, it looks like the world they showed looks great, even though a couple of areas look like they used some Dark Souls assets in them.
And they may have done so either for the sake of economy or because it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
That's also true, yes.
And they use
They did
stand-ins
not-
for simple things.
They did not show any swamps.
Thank God. Thank God. And
So
as long as
at
there
least
ain't some
50%
Artorias motherfucker running around, I will be
So
happy.
at least 50% of the game is unspoiled.
If it's like Dark Souls 3, then yeah, definitely. Man, a lot of Dark Souls 3 took place in a swamp or a cave.
Yeah.
I saw an NPC that I think is gonna be pretty funny, either or. And I'm
Is it
kind of
Shrek?
sad that they spoiled that for me. No, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You'll see.
Is it Nikocado in like his debut voice acting role?
Is it Big Ed?
No.
Imagine those two as like squabbling Covenant masters.
And also at one point they kind of like just running around in what I assume is open world.
Yeah.
Encounter a boss running around.
Ooh!
Oh, nice.
Shit, y'all!
So I
Or
didn't
it's
see
just
any like
scratching his butt.
yeah, I didn't see any like, you know, going through a fog wall and fighting a boss. It looks like
So, like, some areas will be like dungeons with distinct bosses and all that, but there will be some just kind of like world bosses in an MMO, maybe.
yeah, or like
Pretty
in
cool.
Remnant, I guess, maybe without the fog wall things. Just maybe just, you know,
Yeah.
you randomly run into one and there's like, surprise, motherfucker.
It's me, the Asylum Demon again. You thought it was over. Think again!
Hey guys, it's your boy, Onryoki.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Asylum Demon. We're back with another banger. It's
Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Smash that subscribe button like I smashed you in Dark Souls from 2008.
Yeah, but like combat also looks more fluid.
Awesome. No, they've learned lessons from like Bloodborne and
Yeah.
DS3 and Sekiro as well.
And the mounted part of the game also looks nice.
Great.
Nice.
So you're overall very, very positive in your impressions.
Well, I'm interested. I feel it's gonna be very different from Dark Souls, while still being similar.
While belonging in the same genre.
Yeah, yeah, with a lot of like new mechanics, which is really nice.
And without a ton of fan service in the lore and the like, it sounds like.
It shouldn't be.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, you got pretty excited.
They're actually gonna do new shit for once.
Yeah, I mean, so you can mount, right? Mm-hmm. And you can fight on the mount.
Good.
A boss fight on the mount.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Those tend to be really rough in games like that, though.
It's I mean, you don't have to.
Right.
You
So
can.
the option is nice. I'll say that. The option
Yeah,
is
but it feels like it's gonna be a lot more fast-paced.
nice.
Than Dark Souls. Yeah.
Is there skateboards though?
I only saw one horse.
That's okay.
So I'm just hoping they don't do like a microtransaction buy a different mount thing.
Yeah, let's hope.
You
Now-
also give them ideas.
If I
Shut
can,
up.
Yeah.
I would pay a few bucks to ride around on a giant goat instead, but that's just me.
A giant corgi. That's kind of an oxymoron, but okay.
Or just when you beat the game and can run around freely, just give you a dragon that you can fly around on.
Or hell with it, reach out to Nintendo and like have Esper as a mount.
A giant Pikachu mount.
Well, I mean, Bandai Namco has a good relationship with Nintendo.
That
don't
is
they?
that is true. That is true.
Oh, okay, that's not possible.
So
Got her?
my next step is getting a friggin' PS5. Oh, damn it all.
Which
yeah,
is
it looks like you will want it on the PS5 or the PC rather than the PS4.
I mean, hey, since I graduated grad school, I will no doubt I am going to graduate grad school. Even if we have to pay up market a little tiny bit, we'll be able to get one.
eventually, yeah.
Because 60 frames is gonna be on the PS5 and the PC. I highly doubt it's gonna be like
Right.
that on the PlayStation 4. Maybe
Probably not,
they
yeah.
surprise us. Maybe they go much lower on the graphics quality. Or maybe they do some kind of like a toggle, better graphics 30 frames, lesser graphics 60.
Also,
That'd
like
be-
Neo.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty good.
Just having the choice, no matter what system you're on, yeah.
Yeah. Options are always good.
There are actually a lot of salty people on the internet because the PC version is gonna be locked to 60 frames as well.
Man, a lot of people, like I said, just seem irrationally angry about Elden Ring.
I mean, a
Big
lot of
mad.
people are just so big on the frame rate thing, which I can get if it's like a first-person shooter, but
Yeah. But to be fair, in first-person shooters, I always lock my my
FPS?
frame rate anyways.
yeah, you lock it to 60.
Yeah.
There's actually is a benefit to having it 120 or 144, depending on your screen, of course.
Yeah. But it's barely
Noticeable.
I mean, like on games like CS:GO, I've seen a couple of videos where they test it out, and it does make a noticeable difference.
Yeah, I'm more talking about games like Overwatch where it doesn't really make much of a
Okay.
Overwatch does
Yeah.
really matter.
So being able to grapple my way out of an active volcano like that, gonna say that's pretty damn cool. This game does its set piece as well. Now let's go get some cake around the lip of the volcano. We've not found any more of Captain Damp's bullhorns so far. I highly doubt I missed them because boss communications tend to be very, very conspicuous. There we are.
Yummy.
Cake.
Moving on.
And we away. Okay, this one might actually be a little tricky. Well, wait, no, maybe not, because we could just do that. Just bypass those spinning cubes altogether.
It does kind of seem like that's the whole point.
Yeah, really. Or take them
They
like...
swap so fast.
Take them like you always would the stairs as a kid, 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Are we still not quite to the exit? No. Ah, will there be one last confrontation? Yes, indeed. Combat zone. 8 crabs. Slap that crab.
Poor crabs.
More crabs. Tase them.
Tase him! I just love it how every time he says tase him, he has such a like a childish smile on his face, like
Such energy, yeah.
yeah.
Tase him!
But to be honest, when it's like a completely justifiable tasing, that kind of feels nice to watch, not to be tased. Just clear
Like
that
that
up.
taste, it felt nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Steph. Things we have learned about our co-commentators today.
A cop's tasing you, and you're just like, oh, harder, Daddy.
Wait, do my other side as well.
Do you have another one of
How,
these?
how to freak out the policeman that is trying to taste.
Skeletor will
Crank that shit
return
up
with
to 11.
Skeletor will return with more disturbing fetishes next week.
You just like, he's tasing you, you just pull out another taser from your bag and like, use mine, it's stronger.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I don't think I've ever been quite so grateful for my inexperience.
Yeah, this is not a thing.
I was
What, you've
about
never
to
been
say-
tased?
Well, that too. Okay, the crab is stuck. There we go. I hate it when your crab gets stuck when you're trying to toss it into the cook pot.
Yeah, when he starts to hold on to the edges of the pot. Oh,
That's when you gotta give him one of these!
Moving on.
And that's another stage down. We should have maybe 3 more of Captain Damp stages. And then our boss fight. God,
Oh,
that
you
stage
know what?
clear theme is so catchy.
You know what game I bought? Doom 3.
oh
Really?
nice.
How is it?
Yes. Actually, I bought it because you can. Some modders made. If you have like a legit copy on Steam, you can play it in VR on the Oculus, like natively on the Oculus Quest.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't really go and try. I mean, I made sure it works. I didn't go and try it out because I probably puke right now. But it like from the little I tried out without moving much in there, actually works pretty nice.
And I've heard, like, I mean, obviously FPS fans are kind of split on it, but Doom 3 is a pretty solid, like, survival horror kind of deal.
Yeah, which in VR is just gonna be
More fun.
Yeah, sure.
Fun!
I guess you could call it fun. Yeah.
Fun.
Whatever makes you suffer, it's fun for us.
Thanks, Seth.
No problem. And the dogs are back.
Well, no, that's the thing that makes me suffer.
But not in a good way.
No. So this appears to be a more open-ended stage, and there's cake on this boat, apparently.
Yay! Boat cake.
These well, it's gonna beat poop cake.
Oh. Less exciting.
Yummy.
Oh, combat zone already. Okay, so we've got a regular flying crab. Oh, we can pull them apart from their platforms. That's super handy, actually. I did not know this at all. Well, we should always try out our grappling hook on new enemies for the first time, then. Come on, just into the spikes. There you go. Good little crabby. And it created a single hook or a sequence of hooks, maybe, that we can toggle and grapple between. Well, thanks for that, Captain Damp. It's just the best name for a boss.
Damn.
He's just really moist. So we're going to be climbing some waterfalls this time around, but first things first, we have another pirate ship to investigate. Or a pirate to throw into the drink. I love that if you hit even the shielded guardsmen with a fully charged strike, they will still be sent flying backwards from the force of your punch. But we also have to throw down... Oh yeah, we're gonna have to clear a bunch of different combat zones, I bet. So first things first, let's get those shields away. Oh, come on, sucker.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, that time the guardsman just wandered into a spike ball. Okay, fine, makes my job easier. Are there any more? Oh yeah, I see what we're... Like I said, we're gonna have to clear each of them to create a path up the falls. Well, hold on, before we go there, let me head on over to the island and toss down a checkpoint. Oh, there's cake right here, how convenient. So this doesn't seem like it's going to be a super duper long level, but it's a cool one. Very cool. I love platformers like this, and it's something I love about 3D platformers in particular, where every stage offers a slightly different visual and mechanical experience. Again, the other 3D platformer kind of on a similar scale this reminds me of, I don't know why, I like it a bit more than that game, is New Super Lucky's Tale. Where, you know, no two stages...
Game. I really liked it.
No, I did too. But you know what I mean, where no two stages play exactly alike.
Yeah.
So there's mines in the water, we're gonna have to be careful of that, as we gad about collecting keys. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. I don't even know what is exciting the dogs. Nothing is happening in the neighborhood.
That's very exciting.
Well, you know, they've got to make their own fun, of course.
Of course.
Since I can only assume their owners just abandon them here most of the day.
I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure if anybody lives there except for the dogs.
Yeah. Complex is too damn pet-friendly. It's a weird thing about where I live. Like, yeah, it's technically a pet-friendly complex, but you hardly ever see anybody with, like, cats or other pets. It's always dogs.
I mean, technically, you cannot see really people with cats because cats tend to be inside.
Well, no, I mean, like,
So
you
if you see those cats, you might be trespassing.
You see them from time to time, like, in people's windowsills and the like.
Ah, right, yeah.
Maybe the cats are really introverted. Also, I've seen, and it seems to be becoming more and more common here, people walking their cats, like on the
Here
harnesses.
it's quite common. I have a harness for Poppy as well.
I know, but it just looks.
I'm sure the cats love it.
Well, we have a lot of cats here who just go out on their own in the evening, just make a trip and then go back home. I tried going out with Poppy, but she froze as soon as we reached the door, and then, yeah, that was it.
So she hates leaving the house.
Yeah, I mean, it took her a couple of days to get used to the garden as well. Now she loves the garden, but, yeah. She's not really a big fan of changes.
Understandable.
Well, I mean, if her entire life has been lived virtually in the apartment, I guess that makes sense.
Mm.
Now that we've completed the ring run, what do we get? Oh, another ring run.
Oh no.
No, it's alright. Checkpoint races. Nothing I can't handle, he says as he fails that jump.
I think your glucose monitor went off.
No.
No, that was my temperature meter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your thermometer. How we looking?
Yeah. It's a bit better.
You are really, really easily getting sick.
I have no idea what's. The thing is, like, around this time last year, I was also. I had a pretty bad sinus infection last year, and like.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
September, October.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful. That was like 2 weeks of me not being able to just leave the house.
Yeah.
Partially due to the
like,
fact that I have the high temperature and there were suspicions of COVID, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sort of isolating.
But did you like? Do you have your tonsils?
Yep.
Are they getting inflamed with your sicknesses? Because it could be that they are reducing your immune system.
I don't think so. Usually, when they were causing the issues, I could feel them, and they kind of
right.
hurt.
Hey!
Understood.
Thank you so much for the
Welcome,
raid,
raiders.
y'all.
Hey,
How's it going this evening? So glad to see all of you. We are checking out the lovely little indie platformer Demon Turf. It turns out the friends of Playtonic can do a much better job making a platformer than Playtonic themselves.
Don't tell them we said that.
Not
Go
a
and tell them.
single poop joke yet.
Lame.
I mean, there was the big Chungus reference. That actually made me laugh. I'm shook that I managed to laugh in a Playtonic sponsored game. Pot says, "Oh, bad game then." No, it's really smart, really cute, and has a great deal of wit to it. I'm a big fan. I especially love this 2D art style with 3D backgrounds, and you would think that would lead to some awkwardness in control. It doesn't. The game controls super smoothly. Pot says, "No poo-poo, no pee-pee jokes." That's right. Did you not see the 18 plus stream? Indicator. Doesn't mean we tell adult jokes here, it just means we are adults.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, debatable, but sure.
Olestra
I mean,
is an
we are
exception, because that's not about poop. That is about a widespread societal disturbance caused by poop, and the fact that people wouldn't stop eating the poop chips, even when it was causing scores of concerned calls to the government every day. That's a different phenomenon right there. Should be one more key somewhere down here. Oh, Nadrotsky, welcome, welcome. This is your first time chatting in our stream. Glad to see you. Thanks for joining and for raiding. Hope you're well, man. Where's that key? Where's that key? Lady Android just says doo-doo. Very well.
Doo-doo.
Do-do-do-do.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do-do-do-do.
I understand when I'm outnumbered.
Yep. Dancing Pot says, I'm actually surprised that Potato is here. Has he finished his with his VR Elite Dangerous addiction? He never started.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
still
is.
need to get the cable first, and the cable I'll have to order from Amazon, which I was trying to avoid.
And preferably, you'll need to get well before you try anything that could potentially cause motion sickness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm pretty sure I would puke if I tried to do anything that like includes any
Yeah.
kind of VR.
Just take it easy, brother. Atrosky says, don't mind me, just a small guy that wandered into the big streets of Twitch. Wild place. Oh, you're telling me. Look, man, I'm a grad student / history teacher who decided to do some stuff here during the pandemic to tide myself over, and yeah, you get caught up, don't you? It's a wild, beautiful place. Most of the time.
Moving on.
God, I'm loving this soundtrack. Now, Potato, you absolutely will be playing Elite Dangerous in VR, right?
Of course, as soon as I. Well, I managed to get it to a. Like a working nicely on the VR a couple of days ago, so I can probably play it. Not sure if I can stream and play it at the same time. Probably not.
Pod asks, history teacher? Okay, when did the moon landing happen and who took the first steps? Oh, easy questions, man. Last Tuesday and Ronald McDonald. Thank you for your submission.
No, it's obvious. Like.
Oh, it's Viper! Sorry.
It was faked. The moon is not real.
Right.
No, Viper both took the first steps on the moon and is the moon. Any new viewers are going to be so confused. For reference, Viper is a bizarre, like, a very legitimate hip-hop artist from the 90s who started releasing very, very outlandishly titled, like, lo-fi experimental songs and remixes a couple years ago, and has released, like, over 500 albums. No, sorry. He released over 350 albums in 1 year before and has produced well over 1,000.
But you've been playing way too much Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that is definitely Wolfenstein. I remember the level in, is it the New Order? Yeah, New Order, where you raid the Nazi moon base. Great stage,
Yeah.
by the way, probably the best in the game.
And I remember from my history class, I did not see that in my history books.
Well, the moon landing is obviously fake because people cannot land because people cannot fly. Duh.
No, the moon is not real.
How can the
It's
moon be real if
projection.
our eyes aren't real?
The moon is real and it's made of cheese. Where else would
It
the
says,
cheese
oh, I've
come
not
from?
reached that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's a projection.
I thought for a fact you would have played Wolfenstein years and years ago. I'm sorry, dude. I myself
Yeah,
only
Todd
played
seems
it
like the type of guy.
a couple years ago, and it was really good. I've not played New Colossus, though. Lots of people think it's very, very nice. I know he says I've never touched it. Oh, yikes. I would recommend it then. I'm not a huge shooter fan, but the new Wolfenstein games, based on the quality of the first one, A+. My actual specialty, for anybody interested, is Hawaiian history. Yeah, I know, weird. But it's my area of emphasis.
Ah, you weirdo.
And, also political history, overall. Pod says, I mean, I only started, and the news articles have amazing content. They do. They do. I really like the little encyclopedia they give you. Which gets filled to the brim with useful lore. And just fun little, details you can glean about the game's overall design throughout the game. Okay, I think we only have 2 of Captain Damp's keys left. Yeah, the one in the bay and then the one in the port city.
Das Blau U-Boot.
Calm Bay. This doesn't sound too bad. We'll be closing off today's stream, of course, with another, boss battle. And then just seeing what we're up against in the next zone. New Neo City. Which is the one I'm most, Oh yeah, Pod says the Nazi version of Yellow Submarine. Right.
Is it yellow or is it blue?
Level challenge. Collect keys to unlock the level gate. Oh, this is different then. Totally different. We've never seen, like, a briefing, screen like this before. So this is just, like, free-range exploration.
Pot, I was referencing, you know, that meme about that dress, if it's blue or... What was it, gold or yellow, something?
It was either, I think, gold and white or blue and black, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
The answer is it was whatever you wanted it to be.
Aww. Depends on your shoes, obviously.
Let's depress this pressure plate.
That's okay, I just need to give it my life for a second. No, I'm just kidding. My life is great.
So they're pointing us to keys. What if we don't want keys and instead want cake? Well, I guess once we collect all the keys, then they'll start pointing us to cake.
I mean, they both start with a... Never mind.
Pod asks, the actual manufacturer stated the colors blue and black.
Well, obviously they're wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
that color combination looks better, trust me.
To be honest, I think this is just a big conspiracy. And, by the Illuminati. It's obviously not true, it's obviously purple.
So, I was about to say, what's our take? Are we going to claim that blue is not a real color?
Blue is not a real color. Blue doesn't
No
exist.
color is real. They're all human constructs.
See also all academic discourse on everything over the past 30 years.
Exactly.
Is this real life or is it just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Oh, beautiful song that. Also not real, human construct.
Yep. I mean, how can anything be real if our eyes aren't real?
Easy now, Jaden. Trotsky says blue's made up by the lizard people. Pot says bam, ban hammers. Oh, I bet we're going to have to pull the scrap shells off of the crabs. Hold on a moment. Oh, no, there we go, There's our second key. Oh, well, that was easy. Well, just for fun, then. Yoink! Wait a moment, maybe things are going to change significantly once we get all 3 keys. Maybe then we'll be able to get our cakes.
Press X to doubt.
We need cake for all those mods I'm not gonna buy. Wait, he's got a key or a cake. Hooligan kids grab it from the counter and eat it. So he hid a cake in the sky.
Of course.
Unless they find a lever hidden beneath a house. Okay. Thank you, Armadageddonite. Well, this isn't exactly beneath, but more like behind. So then,
It's all relative.
Since the cake has been hidden in the sky... Well, it says I can never properly say doubt. How the fuck does that word make sense? What?
Pronunciation of doubt.
Ah. Oh, yeah, it's another one of those bizarre complexities of the, like, transcribed English language. Very, very strange. Where's my sky cake? I was promised sky cake. Skeletor will return next week to obtain his sky cake.
I mean, to be fair, Pot, you cannot even, like, pronounce the difference between can't and can't, so... yeah.
Or word and word.
Let's see what's on this outlying island. Perhaps cake. I have a feeling the key's going to be on the 3rd large island, so... What is this? Oh, yeah. This is a... Oh, it's a friggin' war zone.
Oh, damn. Oh, still.
Oh, an Owlman Punk. So these... Oh, no, it is another war zone. So the 3rd world is going to be inhabited by neon-loving owl punk rockers. Okay. I can get behind that. It says I choose to mistake that word for can't. It has many benefits. Alright.
Press X to doubt.
Doubt. I was about to say. Okay. So up here, once again, we're just going to have to activate a pressure plate and not kill ourselves like I just did. And I guess that'll give us the 3rd key. They're just pretty simple pressure plate activation gimmicks. I like, though, that they give us a stage like this that's a bit more, like, open and non-linear. It mixes things up quite nicely.
I mean, a stage like this is pretty nice, as long as you don't have to collect fucking figments.
Yes. Looking at you, Bob's Bottles.
Yep. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
One of the better stages in the game, like, from a narrative standpoint.
Oh,
but,
no, everything was great except the figments.
But it was really lackluster compared to the other stage you access in tandem with it. Cassie's Collection, that was great. One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, that was nice as well.
Oh, it needs just a little more weight, Alright, I see you. Crab, make a sacrifice for your people.
Onwards!
we go. Just have to lock on to it. Hold on. There it is. Almost. Oh, hell. Wait, there was another box. I could have just used the box. Let's just use the box.
Like, watching Brady try to do this and fail is kind of like me trying to play golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It's just like golf. There's no point to any of it, and it's far more frustrating than it has any right to be.
And it shouldn't be called a sport.
Let me put this right here.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, it qualifies.
Yeah.
There's plenty
If
of boring
chess is a
sports.
sport,
Well, chess shouldn't be a sport either. It doesn't have a ball, okay?
Is this how sport was defined in Croatia? Just if it has a ball, it's a sport?
Exactly. And the people playing it need to have balls.
So what? Oh, so. Whoa. So if it has at least one ball, it's a sport.
Exactly. So yeah, as Pot says, sex is a sport too. Exactly.
I would hate to see what the championships would look like.
Well, I'm sure somebody would get fucked
I mean, would it
over.
be an invitational? Would there be regional qualifiers? Like, how would that work?
Would Pornhub have
Pot says,
exclusive rights
Nation
to...
sport, national sport, fucking till pass out, is the thing I just had to read. Jesus Christ. Well, okay.
Back to this wholesome game.
Yes, back to this game that so far has not given me anything more severe than Big Chungus. Okay, positioning is going to be a proper ass for this thing. Okay.
You still talking about the sex Olympics?
Both. Sex Olympics. Well, no, that implies a number of different events which are themselves considered individual sports.
Why not?
It's an entirely different type of... No, the only difficulty here comes from, like, the enemies trying to, like, knock the pucks kind of away from you. So what we've got to do, maybe, is stun them, or yeet them.
Trotsky asks, is sex a team sport? How many players per team? Sponsors? And Schnauffi says, until folks tend to over-equip. So what about performance drugs?
Yeah, right,
Are
right.
they
Like,
okay?
what? Oh! Instead of using my grappling hook, I could have just slapped them around. Of course I could have. Well, that one's on me. But hey, we did it! Yeah, no, what kind of bylaws govern the sport? How does refereeing
judge?
work? I was about to
Yeah.
say... Is it just a sad man who hasn't seen his family in 20 years? Like...
I mean, it should kind of work like figure skating, right? Just like how a committee with scores.
Oh god.
That says, well, yes, contraceptives would be ideal sponsors, I think.
What if the goal is actually to make as many babies as possible?
Then you end up, you don't have like a special telecast for the sport, you just end up on Mari Povich.
No, then you sponsor the ineffective contraception.
You find like the worst brand.
The sex
Sponsored by the church.
Sponsored by the pull-out method.
Sponsored by that guy who wanted to get his noodle wet. Can't get the noodle if there's a piece of plastic over the noodle. Registered trademark. Etrosky asks, is the sport live stream? Schnaufy asks, is draw a potential outcome? Right! There's so much complexity here that I don't think we have it within ourselves to answer, or to decide upon. Again, you can tell people's relative level of experience here by who's, like, concerned principally with rules and procedure and who isn't.
Called out.
Trotsky says, we need to get to the bottom of this!
That's what she said.
We need to get deeper.
Moving on.
We're never gonna make the finals otherwise.
Would there be like a cheerleading system as well?
Would there be, like, halftime shows with pyrotechnics and the whole nine?
Oh. Okay, my mind is going into weird places. I'm trying to imagine it and I kinda don't wanna.
What does the
But,
coaching
like-
system look like?
Really asking the real questions.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about performance-enhancing drugs earlier, but what? Is there going to be, instead of doping, like some kind of massive Viagra scandal? What happens with controversy in this realm?
Also, how does the sport journalism work for this sport? Like, ends up being a very erotic novel?
Do all reporters just have 1,000-yard stares?
Atrosky says, are there age and or weight categories?
No, that's normally used for, like, combat sports, you know? And I'd hopefully it wouldn't fall under that category.
I mean, it isn't too far from wrestling, you know?
Unless it's like Klingon style, but... Pot says, I'm so sorry I rated you, really sorry. We've gone places. Potentially to athletics history.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing this is gonna be a VOD. Then if somebody else makes this, we can sue them for copyright because we thought of it
Exactly.
I'm honestly surprised
Brady.
Vince McMahon hasn't tried at some point.
Yeah.
Pot says, I think there could be an inch category. Well... But that implies, like, a universal impact on experience or performance across, and I don't...
That implies they would not use the metric system.
Right! Which, if it's an international sport and not located in the US, I love that people just assume something this depraved has to be headquartered in America. They would probably use a metric system by default.
Let's be honest, something like this would be headquartered in Japan.
No, something like this would be headquartered in, like, a tax haven, like one of the outlying island territories of the UK or the US, you know, the Virgin Islands or something. That pun not intended.
That'd be pretty ironic if it was on the Virgin Islands.
And Trotsky says there's a possible doping problem.
Oh my god, Schnaufy, 80 years, 60 kilos versus 20 years, 120 kilos. Open class. Ugh. Definitely Russia.
Oh yeah, they have like the slap fighting tournaments over there, don't they?
I
Yeah.
feel like they'd find a way to involve bears into the whole thing, and that's...
Bears would be the referees. Just like sitting next to the bed, like in the little striped shirt with a whistle in their mouth. What has my stream turned into? Jesus Christ. I was a Dark Souls lore stream back in the day.
Let me put this right.
How the times have changed.
Oh, the tables have tabled.
What would the governing body be called? Like, I'm sorry, this is probably as crude as I'm ever going to get, but instead of FIFA, would it just be like fucka, or what? Would it be as corrupt? Well, of course it would.
Pot says, would it be like 2-on-1 timed events, like same girl, 2 guys, who comes first? I wonder if it would have a category of like, you know, long jumps, but with bodily fluids.
Oh,
They could also get the audience involved, like who can vomit the farthest.
Again, this is starting to go for the Japan headquarters thing I mentioned.
Trotsky says, the official sports magazine, Morning Wood.
I'm so sorry to the entire audience, anybody catching this VOD, I'm so sorry. I don't know how this happened.
But we're gonna continue.
Yeah. Anyways.
Now you've just got right, because I'm thinking about, well, no, how complex are sports organizations in real life? Like how many different entities would you need to like actually put something like that together for any
now
kind
we
of sport?
go deeper.
Phrasing, so.
Okay, we need to figure out every nook and cranny. We
Marginally
need
better.
to get to the bottom of this. We need to finish it. I am gonna see myself out.
I'm sorry, did you just call him Captain Crapbeard?
Yep.
Stuff, yes, where does it take place? In a gym? No, like arenas, obviously.
In the mattress,
Mattress
zone.
Factory.
To be honest, if all the rumors are true, in the Olympic Village.
Yeah.
Like, if, like, truly all the rumors are true, then you could just combine the two events.
Yeah. Wait, would it be an Olympic sport then?
Oh, of course. Like, if you're gonna have
Yeah.
international representation, might as well.
Yeah. Staufel says arenas with spikes and flame pillars.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god,
all
yes!
And now you got Brady excited. Spikes and flame pillars is where it's at.
There's nothing that can't be made better by incorporating elements of gladiatorial combat. Nothing.
Okay, so we need some slaves and lions. Oh my god, Trotsky asks, how does the award look like? I guess like a dildo. Or maybe to be more, you know, subtle, a rooster.
It looks like your family's eternal shame.
Mom, Dad, I thought you would be proud of me. I'm an Olympic champion.
I trained for years.
Yeah. Probably not a speech where you want to thank your parents.
Ooh,
I'd
no.
like to thank Mom and Dad for believing in me, and my cousin for training with me since we were
Teaching me
little kids.
everything I know.
Holy shit. Okay, well, weren't expecting us to go that far, but... Snuffy says, t-shirt cannons. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have some of those, of course.
Dead shirt cannons.
How did my fun little platformer stream become this? Like, I don't understand.
It's all your fault, Brady. You let this happen.
It's my fault!
All
I'm
corporate.
calling corporate!
It's a good thing we can see on the camera that you're just tapping your feet. And,
Yes, of course.
Yes.
It was.
No, that was the whole
very
point.
Weird sound.
Just to make the noise.
Maybe he did it with his belly. You don't know.
Actually, the genuine article probably could do that with his stomach. Now he says, yeah, Brady always goes nuts with those topics. This is what he's known for. If you mean overthinking things, yes, it's in the title. If you mean the nature of the topics, no, actually, there are few people here less qualified or less enthusiastic about such things than me.
No, Schnafi, I think you said it right the first time. It's Bardi.
It's Bardi, no.
The most charismatic member of your D&D party, thank you.
Brady the Bardi.
I could play my classic D&D character as a Barracuda.
Bardi the Ranger.
Now, Trotsky asks, so do we have an official song, like an anthem we sing at the opening of the event? Kind of depends on the... I was an R&B DJ for years, so this actually is my territory. Depends on the overall atmosphere you want to set. Like, if you want something contemporary, something people can kind of unify behind, like a real anthem, probably like Genuine's Pony would be a good choice. If you want something a bit more refined, something to add, like, elegance and, like, legitimacy to the event, and maybe the organization as a whole, I would recommend, like, maybe, like, Barry White's Can't Get Enough of Your Love, or really any of his output from the late 70s, any of those, like, slower, down-tempo songs.
I like Schnafi's suggestion.
Oh no!
If you want something elegant, you go for, of course, Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D.
Too easy.
Ooh, Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys?
I like it how seriously we're taking this whole organizational thing.
Not at all.
Look, I have a degree in political science. I get really, really invested when people start talking about bureaucracy. No, Schnaufy's suggestion would be, like, the ideal entrance theme for, like, the ringside medics if they were ever needed.
I complot. Help. Help.
And Trotsky says, I will gladly get involved and accept bribes. Well, accepting bribes is just part and parcel of working in, like, international athletic administration.
Yeah, of course. But, you know, in this sport you can pay in nature.
Moving on.
You always need to sample the goods, you know?
Weird. Every single advice I've heard was not to sample the goods. That is concerned about drugs, though, so maybe this is different.
Well, I mean, that would involve the sister organization, like the International Crack Cook-Off.
Oh, crack cooking Olympics.
I mean, it wouldn't be fair, though, because Viper would win every time, even if he didn't attend.
It's kind of like when Korea competes in World Championship of any game ever. Kind of not fun to watch the finals because it's always Korea versus whatever.
Which Korea are we talking about?
Obviously the North Korea.
Oh,
They come in with guns.
They're not called the North Korea, they're called the Best Korea.
Actually, both countries simply refer to themselves as Korea.
Yep.
Like, internally. And refer to the other faction as the North or the South. But, like,
the other ones.
They are
The
same country. Like, in both countries' narratives, it is a single, like, sovereign entity with a breakaway separatist faction present on the opposite end of the country. Oh, there we go. We've got every cake in Armadageddon.
Nice.
Yay! Peppa, where do you wanna go? I'm kissing your poopy mouth.
Oh!
Yeah.
God!
Yeah, Seth, that's disgusting. This was a nice PG-friendly stream, and then you just...
I just ruined it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Back to Sex Olympics. I know, Beppa. They do not appreciate it.
Actually, onto a boss fight.
I mean, Seth, I'd tell you to eat shit, but apparently I already beat me to it. I'm sorry. I had to.
Great, we can now challenge Captain Damp.
Captain Damp, what's what,
Yeah.
Beebs?
Oh, it's on. Let's do this.
Beppo, you fluffy potato. Stop wiggling.
Okay, apparently this fight's pretty hard, according to, like, one of the reviews I read, but we'll see. We will get a new gadget.
Trotsky says, I heard that the new generations of South Korea don't want the unification because they don't want to pay to improve the North. They saw how much Germany paid for the East.
Some people, no doubt. Oh, we've unlocked a wheelie ability. Okay.
Bring it.
Oh, we're back in the sewage factory. Turf wheel ability. Rollout. Hold the input to enter rollout. The longer you go, the faster you get. So... Oh yeah, we do just become a wheel. Where is the big guy? Well, I guess we'll have to find him at the end of this road. Okay, yeah, longer we go, faster we get is not necessarily a system I can jive with. Ooh, that is super poisonous. And killed us almost instantly, wow.
That kinda reminds me of your skateboarding adventures.
No, 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 this reminds me of the Super Dash from Spyro.
Oh, fuck that. From the remake.
It was not great in either version, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, but it was a bit more manageable and
Ooh, yeah, I can see why this is gonna be hard. So that's one area where you say control is actually made worse in the Reignited trilogy?
yeah.
There he is!
You know what just occurred to me? The Sex Olympics would actually be the only sport where they could freely mix male and female competitors.
What?
Well, I mean, more sports have been involving, like, intramural or intergender arrangements lately. Not at, like, the Olympic level, but, like, it's become increasingly accepted for, like, at least in, like, teams or sports that have been traditionally, like, male-dominated in their structure, to include female athletes on certain teams, like, a high school not far from my hometown. I remember when I was, like, in middle school hearing about their, like, phenomenal, like, football team's quarterback who was female.
Right.
Oh, and now he says chess.
Chess doesn't have balls. We've been over this.
Okay, exhaustion. Oh, what? So we have to, like... Oh, reflect them, they say. Oh my god, the boss theme is a sea shanty. There we go. We can exhaust him. Oh, and there we go. That lets us hit him in the butt so hard he goes flying into the poison. Okay. Phase 1 down. Oh, and now we have to chase after him.
What is curling?
That's
You don't know
that
what
sport.
curling is?
No.
They throw like a round weight, I guess, on ice, and it's supposed to, I guess, stop sliding at a like marked circle, and then there's a bunch of people with like
Brooms.
brooms, yeah, brooming in front of it. while sliding.
Okay.
For me, it's kind of like cricket. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but I know
People like it.
the general idea.
Oh my god, he gets like a proper villain song for a boss theme. Okay, so the only difficulty here I can see is going to come from the fact that, while he's running from us and we have to chase after, you know, using, our wheel ability, Captain Damp is, like, constantly bombarding us with poison projectiles, and you do not have the ability to turn sharply enough to avoid a lot of them.
Right.
The rest of this doesn't seem too bad at all, though. There we go.
So, Seth, have you played Final Fantasy X?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Do you want to feel old?
I wanna what?
Do you want to feel old? It came out over
God.
20 years ago.
Die!
I didn't play it on release, I played it a year ago, so...
I played it on release. Or near release, I should say.
I don't think you played it on really.
Not on.
Wait, you were
near.
3 years old?
Near. Sorry. But still, it was a relatively new game when I played it. I must. Oh, now he's just bombing us outright. Okay.
Son of a bitch, 20 years ago.
Yep, 2001.
No. Oh, fuck. Yep, it's gonna be. Those one-hit deaths are going to really wear away at us here.
Potatoes News is one hit death for me.
At least we can exhaust him by actually dealing, like, standard damage to him as well. Oh no, that's a lot of poison. Boss music's really good. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, it knocked him aside, but not off. Hold on, we'll get him. Ooh, the poison.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to leave you now because I have a meeting at 8 tomorrow. So,
Not a problem. I hope it goes well for you.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Good
I'm
night,
gonna be
Seth.
half asleep anyways. Good night.
Take care.
Good night. I'm gonna go as well.
Alright, good night, Potato. We will just... Oh, yeah, those are instant kills, alright. We will take care of this as best we can.
You can
Hope
do
you
this.
get to feeling better, man.
Thank you.
Keep us
Bye-bye.
up to date now. Now, says the first video game I played was Mortal Kombat 1. Really now? That's a good one to start with, for sure. And it holds up pretty well to this day, I have to say. I forget what my very first was. It might have been something like Mario World. Oh, fuck! Okay, so something I'm noticing in, like, that final phase is his little mortars, do have, like, clear crosshairs, like telegraphing where they're going to land, but the crosshairs are in the same exact, like, bright hue of, like, pink or red that dominates the rest of the scene during that time. And, the wheel, as is often the case for, like, you know, super speed power-ups in games like this. Schnaufi asks, am I playing on PS4? Mm-hmm, sure I am. But it's a multi-platform release, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Schnaufi says it's Windows only on PC. I gotcha. Like a lot of super speed power-ups in games like this, the wheel does not have the tightest control, which is fine, it's not really meant to. Except for the fact that it kind of is clearly meant to, given the way, you're intended to, you know, perfectly dodge all of his projectiles, and you can't just run normally. I don't think, anyhow. Fucking hell! Yeah, see, I can't turn out of the... or it feels like I can't turn out of the way of it. Okay, now I can see why, like, that one review called this fight really, like, bizarrely difficult. It has nothing at all to do with, apologies for the dogs, nothing at all to do with, like, the combat itself. He's actually easier to deal with when he's directly opposing us than the first boss was. It's just those, spin-out sections. Oh, come on. Almost had him. Oh, almost, once again. There it is. Maybe stop to, yeah, arrest our speed a little bit. Okay, so I can ease up on R1 to pretty substantially arrest our speed. Oh, but the pathway's collapsing behind him. No, 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 no! Oh, we made it, though. Okay, that's clearly what you gotta do, then. You've gotta just pump the R1 button to slow down your speed just a little. Maybe not to the same extent I did. And apologies for the dogs. I don't know why they're going wild all of a sudden. It's just what they do. Non-stop. We'll get him. Oh, come on. Oh, he rammed into a crab. Never mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. God's sake. I'm just getting kind of lazy as I desperately try to get out of this. Okay. You know, I bet this wheel power-up we acquired would do gangbusters for speed runs. You'd have to have really tight control, though. So I don't know if he's leading us to, like, different arenas around the ocean, or if he's just, like, leading us in a circuit from one... No, they are different. Okay, so now, no doubt, all of his attacks are going to be, yeah. They're going to be deadly. So we're going to have to dodge them perfectly. Lest we suffer instant death. Ooh! I like the rock remix of the boss music they're using for this final phase, though. That's solid. Sorry if you've been posting in chat. Oh, catch up to it in a minute. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. If we can restart from here, we'll be fine. Oh, I've died so many times, you guys. All thanks to that stupid, roller section. We know what to do there, though, so I don't think we'll have any issues with it, you know, on subsequent attempts. Oh, there we go. That's exhausted him. Oh, fuck! That's on me, that's on me. I'm just playing like shit. Playing like shit. One more. There we go, that should get him. Sorry, what poison is there? Okay, now he's so slow, though, he can't outmaneuver us. That should get him! Oh, wait, no, now it's just going to sling him into the walls! Jesus Christ! Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about one-hit deaths in this context. I mean, sure, it's a game with a lot of replay value, so you're kind of meant to tackle these challenges time and again, you know, to improve your time, because it's a speedrun-oriented game. So presumably, you would be able to, you know, on a second or third run do much better, like I'm sure I would. Does make it a little... just not severely, but just a teeny bit frustrating to learn, though. The mortar attack is, like, no problem at all. It's the friggin' scattergun attacks. And he really clearly prefers those in this final phase. It's sometimes hard to see the projectiles from the second round coming because they'll be, like, hidden by the smoke trails from the first, you see? If we can knock a few more of the large bombs into him, though, that usually knocks him out dead away. There we go. The little crabs haven't posed much danger to us at all, really. There we go. Is that him done? Oh, thank God. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Boss 2 took a good while to learn, but I think it was a good fight, mechanically. The new tool, the wheel, felt kind of superfluous, really. I mean, I'm sure it's going to get extensive use later on. Yeah, 12 deaths, Jesus Christ. But the fight itself, like in the arenas, was rock solid. I liked that he transitioned from using non-lethal to poisonous, so like DOT, to instantly lethal projectiles from phase to phase, making it like, you know, a perfectly lateral, or perfectly linear difficulty curve. That was cool.
I've beaten 2
What the heck is wrong with you?
Wait, but I...
Do you have any idea of what you're doing? Any idea at all? Boss is furious.
But I told you I'd do it. I thought you were backing me up.
No, I wasn't. I thought you were joking. Or at the very least, I never imagined you could actually beat Fred When Damp for real. I can't be around you right now.
Huh? Okay. Anyway, now that you've beaten Damp, we can head back to Fort Town again and head to New Neo City next.
And that's what we're gonna do to close out today's stream.
Oh yeah! Or you could check out what's changed in Armadageddon again now that you're the captain. And, don't forget, each zone even has a new battery for you to grab. Swap between states back at my terminal. I always got your back, peeps. You know that, right?
Thanks, Smidgey.
I wonder what the relationship is meant to be between Beebs and Lucy. Are they siblings or what? And I'm pretty sure it's going to come out that Lucy is the Demon King, or is going to be one of our final bosses or something, you know? Let's see. Let's just head on back to the town square. We've got 21 batteries. That's quite a lot, honestly. So that means the Demon King's castle will not be a world then, or most likely will not, if each world has a grand total of 14 batteries, and there's something like 56 batteries total. It means there might not be, any in, there either won't be any in the Demon King's castle, or there won't be any, stages to the Demon King's castle. It'll just be the boss battle. So wait a minute, did the bosses relocate to this area? Because I noticed Fredo in the distance over there. Yeah, and there's Captain Damp. Okay, so next we'll be off to New Neo City. I've always gotten those two confused. Konnichiwa. Excellent. So it's going to be a high-tech East Asian metropolis. I dig it. I have a feeling this is going to be my favorite world by the time we're done. It's inhabited by owl demons, apparently, and unfortunately we'll have to wait until next time to explore it properly. I'm going to have to cut the stream here to grab some dinner, but a huge thank you to everybody who's joined me, or if you cut this after the fact as a VOD on YouTube, I appreciate you for that as well. Hope you will stick around, as tomorrow, either Comrade Potato will be streaming something during our regular slot, or I'll be filling in, one or the other. Very nice, very stylish.
Whoa!
Right? This city rocks.
We should hit the arcades later. No distractions. We gotta clear this zone first before we can tackle the next ones again, Beebs. Huh?
No distractions. Roger, sir.
All right. We're going to leave it there, but join us next time when we clean up New Neo City and maybe see what this game's fourth and potentially final world is all about. I'm loving Demon Turf so far, and I hope you are as well. We'll talk to you soon, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.